All right, everybody, special treat right here. Look at that. We're on TV right now. Right there. Look at that one right there. You see that? I am Mike Flanagan here with you. I am joined by Madden Asbaty in the booth. You want to say hi? You talk right into that right there. Tell everybody hi. Tell everybody hi.
Say hi.
Go ahead, just say hi. Say something. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Oh, first words on the air is hi.
Can you say your name?
My name.
Madden. Madden's up here in the booth right now. Madden, what are you eating right now? You have to tell the people through there. Here, maybe I can help you out. Here, we'll just have a normal conversation. I'll be a better interviewer. Madden Asbaty here in the booth. He's got his tie T-shirt on. What are you eating?
Two cheese.
Grilled cheese.
Addison, you gotta speak up. Say it loud.
Two cheese.
Grilled cheese up here with us. And he is loving his grilled cheese. It is an awesome grilled cheese. Did your dad make that for you? Look at that. See, you see yourself on TV. Madden Asbaty, one of the cutest kids on the planet. Check the chat. People, if you have a question for Madden that you'd like to have answered, Chris Pickett wants to know, where's the tomato soup? Do you like tomato soup? Yeah? Maybe? No tomato soup.
Hey, why don't you show them who do you like to bowl like?
Who do you like to bowl like?
Jake.
Jace. That's Jason Belmonte. He bowls with two hands.
What does Mike do? What does Mike do after he wins?
Yeah, baby.
Did you hear that? Yeah, baby. Can you tell everybody at home again what happens when Mike Fagan wins?
What does Mike do after he wins?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. This is great. Now he's showing everybody his food. That's perfect. Now, Diandra Asbaty is a proud mother of Madden, and she taught him how to show his food. Show your food to everybody. Right. Show your food to everybody. There you go. Oh boy, it is a blast up here in the light. Look at, yep. Let's do one of these.
Woo, woo.
Who was that? What was that?
A train.
Oh, a train. Choo choo. Where'd you get your curly hair from? We're not sure. Okay.
Hey, nice tie. You have a tie on?
You have a nice tie.
Thank you.
How old are you, Madden?
How old are you?
It's not an ice cream cone. How old?
Two.
2 years old.
Say peace, baby.
Baby. Oh, yeah.
Show him. Say peace, baby.
Baby. Oh, yeah.
Why is that up? Peace.
He's a multitasker too. And why am I talking into a mic when I already have one? It's habit, I guess. So he's up here eating in the booth, and he's also interviewing himself here. Did you bowl today?
Yeah.
How did you bowl? When I said how'd you bowl, he actually showed me how he bowled.
Did you bowl good?
Oh, did you get a little bit on your knee there?
What
Yeah.
is on your knee?
Boo-boo.
A boo-boo's on your knee? Well, this is Madden Asbaty, everybody. This is quite an interview here. And it's intermission time. Grab your popcorn and your snow caps.
This is the first interview ever.
Yeah, you're almost done eating that grilled cheese. What would you say it's a good grilled cheese? Is it just okay? Is it a really good grilled cheese? Judging by how much you're destroying it, it looks like you're really liking it. Hey, Madden, did you see Natalie?
Mommy, how?
Mommy, help. You want to come up? You just want to come up and hang out with us? Yeah, she's going to come up. Are you bored? Are you bored with being up here?
He's over it.
He's over it now? Do you want to grab a headset, Diandra? There you go. And just pull this guy down right here. All right. So first mother-son interview. Welcome, Diandra Asbaty, to the booth.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Here's
and my son.
Here's a mic if you want to. Maybe you can get Madden. Oh, now he wants it. He's 2 years old. He's a cute kid. He's
What do you want to say?
very popular.
Mana Asbaty.
He said Madden Asbaty.
Madden Asbaty.
I
Very
might be
good.
the only one that can translate.
No, I get it. The microphone tastes really good, too.
Yummy. Is that yummy? Madden, who's your favorite bowler?
Mike.
Mike? No. Let me ask you again. Who's your favorite bowler?
Shin.
Shane?
Shane.
My babysitter's boyfriend apparently is now his. Madden, let me ask you again. Who's your favorite bowler?
Nana.
Say mommy.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Oh, you're his favorite
Better
bowler.
be.
Not Dad?
Why don't you tell everybody,
Na.
Madden, tell everybody who you like watching on YouTube. Who do you like to watch on the iPad?
Mike.
Mike, and who else?
Jay.
Jace, and
Mike.
Mike again, and who else?
Wes.
Wes, and
Mika.
Mika,
Mika.
and who else?
Jace. Surprise.
Sean Rash,
Sean.
and Jace, and Tommy.
Oh, Daddy.
Tommy.
Tommy, yeah. So basically all the elite stars of the PBA Tour.
Yeah, you ate it all. You ate all your grilled cheese. He's looking for his grilled cheese.
Very special guest.
Dad.
This is the youngest interview we've ever had on Inside Bowling.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah.
Are you singing? You sing. Can you sing? Can you sing for us? No, you don't want mommy to sing. Ask daddy.
Yeah, you should sing for us, Madden. You got a tune? A tune for us?
Sing the Madden song.
All right, he's probably getting a little bored.
Yeah.
huh?
Hey, thanks for having us.
Hey,
This was awesome.
No
And
problem.
How's it going today?
It's going well.
Good. Oh, you want these on? Okay.
Oh, he actually wants the headset on now. Perfect. Oh, there you go. Madden out here in the booth. He looks like a offensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears.
Oh, mommy? Okay.
He doesn't want to mess up his hair. All right, well, I've lost control of the booth. That is for sure. Madden Asbaty making his debut on live streaming. We'll probably see him in many, many years to come as a bowler. He'll be on live streaming. We'll be able to look back at this in 20 years when he's winning like a PABCOM championships or something.
All done. Say goodbye. Say to that camera. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Say thank you.
We will go ahead and go out to the lanes where bowlers are beginning to practice here. Thank you so much, Madden and Diandra, for coming in and joining us, being part of our broadcast here.
Maybe.
Be careful.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Be careful.
I gotcha.
All right.
Ready?
Madden Asbaty and Diandra joining us here in the booth. My team has left me. They have gone to get lunch, and I am flying solo here in the booth. And a couple of guests coming by. Always great to have the young folks coming out. Diandra, not only an accomplished bowler, but also a mother of Madden. And I asked her earlier today, when are you going to have another child? And she said they are not done yet, but she just doesn't know when they want to have another baby. But Madden's one of the cutest around. He's a very popular kid. Obviously, Diandra spends a lot of time on Facebook and Twitter and travels with them, and He loves to bowl, I can tell you that. He came in with his Polar Ice 6-pounder today, and he was ready to bowl immediately when he walked in the door. So I have been told that 4 will make it off of this squad, so we will have 11 bowlers vying for a $15,000 top prize a little bit later. Rob Gottschall re-entering the tournament.
All right.
I think everything's still under control here after a few buttons got played with by Madden, but I think we're okay. Mike Flanagan here with you at the Grand Boot Hill. It's coming down the stretch now. Before you know it, we'll be here in the booth. Bill Spigner is going to join me later for the finals. He's going to sit with me up in the booth and help bring you the finals. Really enjoyed Jeff Fair's commentary earlier. We appreciated having him up here. Jeff's one of the good guys in the game. Very smart bowler, very intelligent. So I thought Diandra was going to re-enter into this event, but it looks like she is not. She brought the family here today. Natalie striking summer. Natalie's going to join me a little bit later as well on this webcast. She is going across the United States, and she is trying to throw a bowling ball in all 48 states. She's had support from a lot of great bowlers, and a lot of great people have been contacting her, including us. And I want to go ahead and check out a tweet coming in. This is hilarious, having Madden Asbaty in the booth. We'll make sure that we pull that out from our YouTube archive as Madden joined me just a few minutes ago. Our first 2-year-old guest ever to actually put on headphones. And you're getting a look here at Jeffrey Young. I see Adam Barta also out on the lanes. Get my picture-in-picture set up here properly. What I got here. 9 and 10, 13 and 14, 13 and 14, 15 and 16, and now over to 17 and 18. So the same pairs we've been using all weekend, lanes 9 and 10, 13 and 14, 17 and 18. I see Tom Adcock in the squad. Brent Bowers is back bowling again. Jeffrey Young, Jeff Fair, Steve Smith back for some more. Rob Gottschall re-entering. Randy Weiss, Alan Felmley, Brittany Hamilton, Barta, Waliczek, Matt Gasson. Prather is back for another try. Dave Armstrong. So we have Brian Valenta's back in the building. Aaron Lawrence, another shot at it. Brian Gunn is here from iGrind. So we're back at it here. I will get this graphic off the screen for you. We'll get ready to resume. Natalie from Natalie Striking Summer is going to be joining us. Let's bring her in as soon as competition begins. Okay? Because this part we don't really record. Yeah, we'll go right here. We'll have her in the booth. But as soon as they do their practice and we bring it back, because my guys are gone right now anyway. It'll be perfect. Yeah, it'll just take they're getting ready to hold up right now, so it'll be 2 minutes. Sure, that's fine.
After this cut, there will be 11 bowlers bowling for $15,000. 11 bowlers. This cut, we have enough seniors for one of the seniors will make it to the 5 o'clock round this afternoon. Seniors will be cut from 8 to 4 to 2 to 1. Another division will be cut 26 to 13 to 6 to 3, which means there will be 11 bowlers for finals bowling for $15,000. While I'm here, I want to thank Jim for having us this year. Again, we have a problem next year as far as dates, because they have a big tournament here that's been booked for years. And I would like your opinion on it. We're going to either have to go to Father's Day weekend or change house.
It's funny you can't see your bum.
So it's a decision that we have to make. Father's Day weekend or change house. Also, the Storm sponsored the tournament this year. I'd like to thank them. And I will consult next week. Hopefully we can work something out and make things better next year. They definitely have to get done. Also want to thank Mike Flanagan for being here.
That's me.
InsideBowling.com. His crew, hopefully,
Yeah, exactly. I hope not either.
Okay, Mike Flanagan here with you for the 2013 Grand Boot Hill. It's the third qualifier, 3 games of qualifying coming up. Find out exactly how many players are going to be taken to the lanes. We have lanes 9 and 10, lanes 13 and 14, and lanes 17 and 18 wired up for you as we have all weekend. Lots of coverage, over 25 hours so far, another 5 or 6 to go. My team has left me at the moment to go grab some lunch, so I have been looking forward to a special interview this week. We knew that Natalie from Natalie Striking Summer was going to be coming by to join us at some point this weekend. And she's had a little photo opportunity going on. She was strutting her stuff down on the high end, 84-lane bowling center here at beautiful Stardust Bowl. And with no further ado at this point in time, we'll bring you into the booth. We just got done interviewing Madden Asbaty, who was our youngest guest ever. And now we're joined by 9-year-old Natalie. Hi, how are you?
Good.
You're
How are
doing good?
you?
I'm great. So our camera is right up there if you want to look at everybody at home. I did a really bad job of this for a long time. So you kind of got to look at the camera and talk to me. And we have no cough button, though, so cough all you want. You know, Randy Peterson, who does the PBA, he was on one of our broadcasts, and he was looking for the cough button, and we didn't have one. So you have something in common with Randy Peterson. Did you know that?
No, I did not know.
No, you didn't?
That I had anything in common with Randy Peterson.
No. So you you were in Wisconsin yesterday, is that right?
Yes, I was in Wisconsin yesterday.
What were you doing there?
I went to bowl and I ate some cheese as well. Cheese state.
They have good cheese there.
Very good cheese.
Was it yellow or was it white cheese?
It was gold cheese.
Golden. Okay. I'll consider that yellow.
Okay. Yellow.
So welcome to our Inside Bowling broadcast booth. Is this your debut?
Yes, it is my debut.
It is your debut. Did you spend extra time on your hair today?
No.
No, it looks like you did. It looks really, really good.
Thank you. All I have to do is straighten it. It just falls.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. So you're 9 years old, is that right?
Yes, I am 9 years old.
So tell us a little bit about you bowling in all of the states.
Well, here's how it started. We were already going to travel a lot this summer, and I asked, well, can I bring my bowling ball? How many states are we going to bowl in? I want to do all. And so we started, and now we're raising money for youth scholarships. So.
And what are you going to do with these scholarships? You going to have a tournament or something?
I'm going to donate them back to my youth league, and we're thinking about doing a tournament. Yes.
Oh, cool. Excellent. So how many states have you bowled in so far?
I've bowled in 5, counting this one.
Okay, and you bowled today?
Yes, I did bowl today.
What did you shoot today?
97.
97?
Yes.
What's your average?
82.
Wow. So in the state of Illinois, I guess you average about 15 pins higher than you do back home?
Yes.
Through one game?
Yes.
So that's not a good judge. So you were bowling with Diandra Asbaty.
Yes, I was.
What was that like for you?
That was fun. She gave me some new tips that I never thought I'd be able to use. So.
Yeah? You gonna apply them to your game back home?
Yes.
Yeah. So you brought a couple of folks with you here today. Who's here with you?
I have my mom, my dad, and Mr. Scott.
Mr. Scott. Yeah, I know Mr. Scott too. Mr. Scott Hunick.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a pretty nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he bowled on our nationals team with us and got to go out and be with us in Reno. So he's a good guy. You're in good hands with those guys. I don't know your mom and dad though. So are they okay?
Yes, they're okay.
Okay,
They're good.
so this is the point in time right now where we take everybody out to the lanes because action has started. So this monitor right here, we can watch some players bowl. We've got lanes 9 and 10 and lanes 17 and 18 here.
Okay.
And we're watching these bowlers bowl right now.
Okay.
So on
They're not
lane,
in practice anymore, right?
correct.
Okay.
So over on lanes 9 and 10 and 17 and 18, we've got Brian Gunn. I see Dave Armstrong. Actually, since right here in front of the booth, I can give you 13 and 14, which we can actually watch right here. I'll give you 13 and 14 and 17 and 18.
Okay.
Do you watch bowling on TV?
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you have a favorite bowler?
Yes.
Who's that?
Shannon O'Keefe.
Shannon O'Keefe is your favorite bowler. Have you met Shannon?
Yes, I've met her twice.
Twice. What is it about Shannon O'Keefe that makes her your favorite? Well, she's pretty cool. I can tell you that.
She is cool.
She's very cool.
I like Miss Shannon.
Yeah, did you watch her bowl on TV last summer?
No, I did not watch her bowl.
No? Well, she might make the U.S. Open telecast this year. Who knows? Maybe you can have a party at your house.
Okay.
That's a good idea, I think. So game number 1, it's 3 games. They're going to cut the field in half, and then they're going to come down and cut the field in half again and again. We've already seen 7 players make it into the finals. We just got done seeing Tyler Vostry. Rob Gottschall did not make it in. He just missed. He was on the outside looking in. We also saw Marshall Kent make it in the last set. We also saw Mike Dugan. And just by the hair of his chinny chin chin, we also saw Mr. Ken Abner. His good friend Jeff Fair, who joined us the last set, is out competing tonight. He won the sweeper yesterday morning, and we are here bringing you the action at the 2013 Grand Boot Hill, all presented by Storm Bowling Products. Natalie, I am the director of marketing for Storm Bowling Products.
Cool.
And I heard you throw an 11-pound ball. Is that true?
Yes, sir. I do throw an 11-pound ball.
You know, that's kind of an odd weight.
Why?
Because, 11-pound balls, there's not a lot of them made in 11 pounds.
Eh.
But as you get older and as you throw heavier equipment, 12 pounds and that, our full product line is available there. But we do have some 11-pound balls available for you. And I would like to send you a bowling ball that we make that's available in 11 pounds. You just need to let me know what ball it is that we make in 11 pounds that you'd like to have, and we'll get one sent out to your house, okay?
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. We want you to throw Storm bowling products. Storm is the bowler's company, and we'd like to send you a ball. Obviously, I know you're probably getting bowling balls from other people too, but throw ours once in a while. We'd appreciate it.
Okay. I want one that smells really good.
You want one that smells good?
Yeah, very good.
Well, you know all of our bowling balls smell, right?
Yeah. All of them.
All of them smell.
I like the IQ Pearl. It smells like butterscotch.
Yeah, and I looked. I don't think we make that in 11 pounds.
No, you don't.
I know.
You make it in 12, but you don't make it in 11.
Right. So do you think maybe you could go on a workout program or something for us so that you can throw a 12-pounder?
I could throw a 12-pound ball, but I'll work at it.
I mean, yeah, that's what you need to do. Some push-ups, maybe some sit-ups.
Some wall sits.
We could send you a couple. Yeah, there you go. Some weight. We could get you some weights.
Oh, yeah.
If you're just joining us, Natalie is going across the country throwing a game in as many states as she possibly can. Natalie Striking Summer is the Facebook group.
Nats Striking Summer.
What is it?
Nats.
Nats.
Natalie's Nats, same thing.
Yeah, well,
My nickname.
I'm just a beginner broadcaster, so I didn't do my research. I've posted in the group though a couple times.
Okay, cool.
What's that all about over there?
What? Oh, my food.
Oh, your food is here.
He's teasing me. Mr. Scott's teasing me, everybody.
We have more viewers right now than we've had the entire weekend, so we want to thank everybody for watching us. 156 viewers. I told you that we were gonna get extremely young here on our broadcast.
Of course, I'm here. I'm 9, so.
You are. I want to give a shout out to all the folks that have been in the chat. Brett Cunningham, thank you, Brett. Greg Kairos, Po Bowl 1996, and they're asking for some information about who's competing in this squad. So I can certainly do that.
What kind of ball do you throw, Mike?
What kind of ball do I throw? Well, I can tell you that my style is I slow hook the ball usually, but I use Storm bowling products and Roto Grip occasionally as well.
Okay, my dad.
And I'm hoping to pick some of the colors out too for some of the upcoming balls.
Well, hopefully you could pick out my scent for me.
What scent do you want?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups bowling ball.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Thank you. Came up with it just right now.
You know what's great about it too is no other company out there can steal that from us because we're the only ones that make scented bowling balls.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You know what's even cooler is
What?
other companies make fun of us for having bowling balls that smell.
You know what? But it's really cool, and they're just jealous. Do you
Exactly.
Oh, you do? What kind of dogs do you have? Do you have dogs?
I do. I have 3 dogs. I
What
have
kind of dogs?
not to be confused with 3 Dog Night, which for those of you that are listening right now, Natalie has no idea what that would be. But I have a Beagle who is 12 years old who just got her front left leg removed.
Why?
She had cancer in it, but she's doing really good.
Yay!
Yeah, exactly. Appreciate that. Her name is Muffin, and I'm sure that Muffin would be happy to know that you're pulling for her to get around on 3 legs, and she's doing just fine.
Okay.
And then I've also got a Basset Hound named Belle, and she's 8 years old. And then I've got a 2-year-old Shih Tzu. Otherwise, it's from the Lhasa Apso family, but it's called a Shih Tzu, and it's not a bad word. You're probably looking at me like, hey, buddy, I'm 9 years old. You can't say those words. But really, it is a Shih Tzu dog. That's what it's called. Oh, I'm getting real uncomfortable up here in the booth. But take you around the pairs here, as you guys were requesting here in front of us. We've got, I see Brent Bowers and Mike Rose Jr. on lanes 11 and 12. I see RJ Pollard down on 9 and 10. He's getting ready to bowl. Ken Abner's watching. He's spectating from afar because he is in. Matt Gasson on lanes 15 and 16. Brian Gunn, Randy Weiss, Dave Armstrong, BV, Brian Valentes on 19 and 20. So we've got a handful of players. So once again, Natalie is joining me from Natalie's Striking Summer tour throughout the United States. She's in Illinois today. Where's the next stop?
What is the next stop? Virginia, right? Virginia? Virginia.
So you guys are kind of all over the place. Do you fly everywhere?
Yes, we do.
You do?
Yes, we do.
Why do you fly everywhere? I heard that your family is in the airline business.
Yes, my mom works for Southwest Airlines.
Oh, great. You are now free to move about the country. Isn't that how it goes?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
What does your mom do for Southwest?
She's in the call center.
Oh, in the call center. So she's not a flight attendant.
No, she doesn't like to fly.
Like, yeah, I'm not a real big fan of it either. Just sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
She must be pretty supportive of what you're doing though. If flying isn't her favorite thing to do.
Yes, very.
Yeah, because you fly a lot of places.
Can you turn that in?
We've got a tweet coming in on Twitter. I'm voting for Natalie's Reese's Scent at Storm Nation.
What is it?
Oh, tell them I said thank you.
Well, you just told them.
Well, thank you. Ha ha. I forgot that we were on a radio.
Yep. Well, we are live streaming. So, Natalie, thanks for stopping by. My team is back. I know you got some food ready.
Yes, I do.
Good luck to you with the rest of your tour throughout the
you.
United States. I'll
Thank
be keeping
you.
an eye on it.
Okay.
It was a pleasure having you here
You
as
too.
part of InsideBowling.com. I appreciate that. Good luck to you. I hope to see you in the future on InsideBowling.com. And I know that you've been told about the hand hugs.
Yes, I have.
So let's get one on camera. Got the hand hug right here. Turn it around. Got to show everybody both directions. Perfect. It's been a pleasure, Natalie.
You too.
Take care.
Okay.
Enjoy your chicken nuggets.
Bye.
That's Natalie from the Striking Summer Tour. Natalie, maybe she'll do it again in future years. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see her around. Maybe she'll be in your state soon. Be careful getting down here. My comrades are back. I can get the broadcast back under control for those of you that are diehard bowling fans. I appreciate you sitting in and sitting through my my juvenile broadcast as young bowlers in the sport. Madden Asbaty and Natalie from Natalie's Striking Summer. She's a little celebrity. People are walking up wanting autographs right now. It's pretty cool. Getting pictures taken, everything else. I think you and I, Matt, it would be the best opportunity to just somebody go, scarf it, and then come back, scarf it. No, you can go ahead. You're good. So.
Did you have fun? That just means you have to come bowling more.
Ken Abner fan Jeff Fair is down on lanes 25 and 26 at the moment. It's probably Diandra's. All right, putting the booth back in order here. Thank you, everyone, for joining me as you watch me try to do a broadcast with young folks. Bye-bye, Natalie. Thanks, Scotty. Appreciate it. Now it's business. I'm going to get Woody Demma over here. How many do we have this squad? 36 on this squad. 4 will make it, right? 36, 18. Maybe Woody can explain it to us. All right, I'm going to get Woody in here to explain what's going on. Woody, can you explain to us what's going on right now with how many you're taking and seniors and all that good stuff?
Okay, we have 28 bowlers that are under 50 years of age, and we have 8 seniors. The seniors are getting their own cut this squad. So they're going from 8 to 4 to 2, and then one of them will automatically make the finals.
Okay.
The other bowlers are going 28 to 14 to 7 to 4. 4 of those will make the finals, which will give us a total of 12 bowlers at 5 o'clock or 5:30 bowling for $15,000.
Okay, and then when you're down to 7 in the junior division, so to speak, will you put them across 2 pair then? 4 and 3?
You're way ahead of me.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering. We'll probably use somewhere through here again, right?
Well, we're going to try and stay in front of the cameras. Our next round is going to go from 9 to whatever to keep in front of the cameras.
Perfect. All
And
right,
then the
Woody.
next round's going to be there too, and I've got it on the papers in the back. We'll check.
Awesome. Thanks,
Okay.
Woody. Appreciate it. That's Woody Demma checking in, letting us know what's going on here in the tournament. We do have seniors bowling. 8 will cut to 4, down to 2, down to 1. 1 is going to automatically get in. It'll be a field of 12 later tonight. 7 are already in. We've talked about those 7 folks. Last night, we saw Liz Johnson make it in. Liz is one of the top-notch lady bowlers on the planet. A.J. Chapman also made it in, Wichita State University. He is an up-and-coming bowler. He is been here the last couple of years, put his time in, and now he's got a chance in the big dance. And also last night, Tim Mack, no stranger to finals of large payout bowling events. Then a little bit earlier, it was Marshall Kent qualifying in our second qualifier. Tyler Vostry threw a big double in the 10th frame to solidify a spot for himself. Mike Dugan, here from Illinois, also made it in. And Ken Abner snuck through just barely as Kenny went up and doubled in the 10th frame to make it in. So those are your 7. 5 more. And then we'll come back with 12. We'll cut down to 6 and then down to 3. Those 3 will bowl, and the highest game will take home $15,000. It's the Grand Boot Hill, my first experience of it, and it's been a good one. Tremendous tournament, tremendous payout. It is a sprint to the finish line every time there's a round. Pins get dropped. And you got to keep your head in it all the way through. You cannot bowl a bad game. Ken Abner and company are leaning up against our table with the camera, so I'm going to go down and take care of that right now. Kenny Abner's a funny guy down there. Brian Burkhardt, as he sits here in the booth with me and says nothing, like always. Brian, how was the trip? Okay? Easy? All right, good. All right. Is this mine too? Who's supposed to have them? All right. What's that? What was that again? The minute you guys left, I got... Well, thank you for being part of this broadcast. We have the most viewers possible, and I'm on intermission time. Tom Adcock walking by the booth. Hi, Tommy. Good. What'd you shoot the first game? 230 for Tom Adcock out of the gate. Nice bowling, bud. Good start for Dave Armstrong here. Could shoot 205. So 203 for Dave Armstrong. Crossing with Brian Gunn. Brian Gunn strike out for 160. Staring at 70 in the seventh. If he could strike out, he'll take 160. Crosses over. Down on lanes 9 and 10. RJ Pollard. Didn't like that one off his hand. Got some Brian Gunn fans. Stewie in the chat says, let's go, Brian Gunn. RJ Pollard following in his father's footsteps. Pollard family, a great legendary name in bowling. Sporting the purple shirt today. Matt Gasson also wearing a purple shirt today. Brian Gunn, 157. Pretty big finish there, staring at 70 in the seventh. Take you over lanes 13 and 14 now. Adam Barta moving into your picture. Just joining us, welcome. You are watching the ending and beginning of game number 1 into game number 2 here at the Grand Boot Hill weekend. Friday night we had a sweeper. It was 5 games. With a stepladder, we saw Jeffrey Young defeat Rob Gottschall 236 to 235 to take home $3,000. We have a story about that on InsideBowling.com. And then it was Saturday morning. That was on a long oil pattern, by the way, 47 feet. Very, very slick. And then in the morning, we came back to a short oil pattern. It played a little long, played much longer than the players anticipated. And it was Jeff Fair, very difficult lane condition, shot 740 the last 3. Really catapulted himself into the victory there. Took home a cool $3,000. It was guaranteed. And that article is also available on InsideBowling.com. And then we had a qualifier yesterday for the main event, which pays $15,000 for first. It's an elimination type qualifier. There's 3 of them. You're watching the third right now. But in the first one, Liz Johnson, AJ Chapman, Tim Mack, they were able to solidify spots for tonight's Grand Boot Hero Finals. And then last night it was a trio tournament, which we saw Adam Barta, Marshall Kent, and Matt Gasson win the trio tournament. Today it's just all Grand Boot Hill Finals main event, as we saw the first qualifier of the day, the second one overall. It was Marshall Kent, Tyler Vostry, Mike Dugan, and Ken Abner who solidified positions. And now this takes us to this qualifier, our last event before the finals. It's our third qualifier. If Rob Gottschall is going to three-peat, as he has won the last 2 years, Rob Gottschall is going to have to figure it out. The last set, he shot 183. He left a solid 9 in the 10th frame. Ken Abner was able to strike out and shoot 189 and go around him, and was able to solidify a spot. So Rob Gottschall just missing. And remember, yesterday Rob chose not to bowl the first qualifier, as he was worn out from bowling the sweepers and wanted to rest up for the trios. The pressure is on Rob Gottschall if he plans to three-peat. Aaron Lawrence, a very talented bowler, made a PBA show, the CBS Sports Network debut of the PBA Tour this Tuesday. You can watch Aaron on that show. Get a look at Steve Smith down on lanes 9 and 10. Bring in Barta Nation here. Adam has a strike up in the first. A lot of Brian Gunn fans here. We had 21 entries in the first day. We had 36 the last squad. So that's 57. And we have 36, I believe, this squad. So 93, I think. Entry fee for this tournament is $400. Get a look at Jeffrey Young. Jeffrey Young, this is his third attempt to get into the Grand Boot Hill Finals. Jeffrey is certainly throwing the ball well. He opened up winning the sweeper on Friday night, as we had just mentioned. The last dash for the cash. Getting up to speed as I get my broadcast partner back. Matt Turek joins me again. Matt, just to let you know, we have 8 seniors in this squad.
Oh, wow.
And the 8 seniors actually work a little bit differently. The 8 seniors today will be in their own separate division, and they'll go from 8 to 4 to 2 to 1. And 4 of the youth that are bowling, I say youth, non-seniors, will make it into the final as they go from, I believe it's 36 to 18 to 9 to 4. And those 4 will make it into the finals, along with Liz Johnson, AJ Chapman, Tim Mack, Marshall Kent, Tyler Vostry, Mike Dugan, and Ken Abner. And then the 12th bowler will be that senior that makes it in.
Okay. So 4, well, how do they determine youth?
Well, when I said youth,
You just mean whoever wins this qualifying round?
I just mean non-senior.
Okay. So whoever wins, the 4 that win this qualifying round. Are they doing 4?
4.
Yeah.
But in this qualifying round are 8 seniors.
And they're separate, yeah.
Yeah.
And one's going to advance.
1 will advance,
Okay.
yes. You really, you guys really missed it while you were gone. I had Madden Asbaty in the booth, who's 2 years old, and he was eating the microphone, and he was playing with the soundboard as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he may be somebody we may have on our broadcast sometime in the future. He might work for us one day.
Got to start them young.
And then Natalie joined us from Natalie Striking Summer.
Oh, cool.
And found out she likes dogs, and she gave us a great recommendation for Storm. She says that we should make a ball that smells like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That'd make me hungry.
So we're going to take that one back to Utah. So game number 2, about halfway through. Aaron Lawrence, we've seen him as a staple this weekend. Paired up with Adam Barta. Also lanes 9 and 10, Jeffrey Young, Steve Smith. We still got the YouTube thing up too.
Yep, YouTube's going.
So down below, if you want to pick your pair, go onto our YouTube channel, and you can pick which pair you want to watch. It's a new feature this weekend that we're debuting and beta testing. Alan Felmley stops by and waves to us. So I'm going to jet out for a moment. I'm going to get myself situated here. I'm going to enjoy this great sandwich you guys brought back for me.
Yeah, it is good. I got the Cubs game going in the bar in there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Cubs versus Pittsburgh.
Oh, I got a couple of fantasy players playing.
Yeah, I got Garrett Jones.
I got Andrew McCutcheon.
Oh.
Yeah.
I bet he steals some bases.
Yeah, he is. So enjoy it with Matt. Enjoy this coverage. I'll be back here, 7 or 8 frames or so. I'll scarf it down, and we'll start to determine who's going to be weeded down and figure out who's going to make it out of this squad here.
Is this game number 1 still?
2.
2?
2,
Okay.
halfway through game number 2.
All right, now you guys are stuck with me out in internet land. How's everybody doing out there? I see we got plenty of viewers. We'd like to welcome everybody. I'm going to flip up the split screen here, take you over to 13, 14, 17, and 18. Adam Barta is getting ready to bowl on 13 here. Coming a little light. Got a question in the chat wanting to know standings after game one. I do not have the standings with me for this set yet. As soon as that gets passed along to me, I will definitely pass it along to you guys. We're going to be giving away $15,000 later to the winner of this main event here at the Grand Boot Hill weekend. Plenty of bowlers here competing for that top prize, and only one will win it. Brian Gunn from iGrind is way down on the high end. I do not know what he shot the first game. He's in the second right now. They're about halfway through down there, if I can see correctly. The finals, Chris, welcome back, by the way. The finals are going to take work just like this qualifying round, where they're going to have 12 bowlers bowling a number of games, and then they're going to cut the field in half to 6, and they're going to bowl a number of games. I'm assuming it's the same way that this is 3, 2, and 1. It should be 3 games the first round, 2 games the second. The last game would be a 1-game match. So they're going to cut the field from 12 to 6 to 3. And then of those 3, yeah, whoever has the high score is going to win the top prize there. No problem, Chris. Take you over to Jeffrey Young. Working on a double, open double. And throws another one for a 3-bagger. Take you over to Adam Barta. Adam is struggling this game a little bit. Got 2 opens. 2 opens, 3 strikes, and 2 spares through 7 frames. 8 count in the 8th. Take you over to 17 and 18. Throw back up on the split screen here.
Hey, Matt. Back here in the booth for just a minute. I want to introduce you to someone who's got a great background in broadcasting, as well as really knows his stuff about bowling. Went to University of Indiana. He's good friends with Robbie Spigner. Robbie asked him if he would come by and be a part of our broadcast and get to know a little bit about what we do. He's got a little bit of a background in that. As you know, we always like to invite new folks into the booth.
Yeah.
And it's Sean Darby, right?
Delby.
Delby. Thank you very much. Sean Delby joins us now in the booth. Matt Turek. Sean.
Hi, nice to meet you, Sean. Glad you could be up here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I've watched quite a few of your events, in the last year that I've known about you. I really like what you guys do. You guys got a great thing going on. It's fun to be a part of.
Cool.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We really appreciate all the support everybody's given us throughout the country, and we know that your background and what you know and what you do every day can help us out as well. So we're happy to have you come by. I know you're from, you live in this area now, right?
Yeah, I'm about 40 miles southeast of here. So yeah, around the Chicagoland area. Lived here my whole life. So been involved in Chicago bowling.
And what is it that you do now as your profession?
Well, I actually have two jobs. I work full-time as a irrigation contractor. I do like lawn sprinklers and stuff like that. And then I'm trying to get into radio full-time. So my part-time job, I work for a place in Northwest Indiana. It's called the Region Sports Network. I am the main video editor there. I also shoot video and do board operation for all the high school broadcasts we do. So I'm a jack of all trades on the video and audio side of everything. So,
well, you're certainly in the right spot here, as we just saw Aaron Lawrence actually throw it to 2-8 and hit both pins, but didn't knock down the 8.
Yeah, wiggle the 8 there. Yeah, it's a tough break.
But you're in the right spot because we had two other people come through our Inside Bowling studios, and they've gone on to great careers. You may know them, Keith Olbermann and Dan Patrick. Used to work for us. Yeah.
Keith Olbermann is back in the news, too. He's going to be doing Major League Baseball postseason work for TBS.
Oh, no kidding.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
Glad I threw that name out there. Matt, looks like you have standings after game number 1.
I
Fellas,
do.
I'm going to get back to my lunch. I'll enjoy listening to everyone else.
So they got 28 bowlers here. So they're going to cut to 14 after the third game here, and we'll go down the list here. Sitting in first after the first game is Brent Bowers with 241, followed by Terrell Peterson, 226, Chris Prather, 226, Alan Felmley, 225, Jeffrey Young, 224, Aaron Lawrence, 221, Ron Nelson Jr., 214, Alex Aguiar, 210, Rob Gottschall, back for more, 206, Stephen Smith, 204, Rick Miller, 202, Brittany Hamilton, 201, Steve Greenspan, 198, and rounding out the 14th place here is 197. That belongs to Randy Weiss.
Boy, scores seem like they're going up.
They do.
Quite a bit right now.
They really do.
Lanes are opening up.
Yep, they really do. They must be transitioning. We saw earlier in the earlier squad and last night on the shorter pattern, players moved in pretty deep as the day went on and as the games passed by. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, I saw the end of the last squad. Everybody was playing pretty, close to the head pin. There's some guys that are shooting some numbers now they seem like they've migrated right a little bit. So I'm not sure what they're finding or if they watched and they're using a different surface or something, but
yeah,
they found something a little further right. There's some guys shooting some numbers.
Well, that's good. Yeah, scores are high right now. Players are finishing up here, game number 2.
There's a lot of confusion after the first game. Nobody knew exactly what pair they were moving to.
Yeah,
so.
it seems to be different for each squad. I know the one squad they moved 1 pair to the right, or 3 pairs, then 2, and then 1, and then the earlier squad this morning they went 4 or 5 and then 6.
That's what they're doing right now. I think after game 1 it was 5, and after game 2 it's 6.
6,
so.
Yeah, that's.
It's a lot to ask bowlers, You're trying to concentrate on
Right.
getting 9 spare out there, and then you got to worry about how far you got to move after every
Counting
game.
lanes. We were talking earlier about that. That really takes some of the advantage away from players who like to watch ahead and scout pairs and try and line up off of people that are ahead of them. You know, they can't do that. You know, you're going to walk six pairs down, 6 lanes down.
And when you only have 2 bowlers on a pair, you don't have time.
Right,
you know,
you're constantly
frames,
up.
You don't have time to walk down and watch somebody else on the pair you're going to next, really. So.
Right, exactly.
Makes it a little tougher, but that's what this is about. This isn't. This
That's
tournament
right.
is not here to be easy. That's
no,
for sure.
No way. Not with all that money given away. They want to make it as hard as possible. And they've done that with all these different shots. It's been a pretty cool weekend. 4 different events altogether. They had a sweeper Friday night, a sweeper Saturday morning, a trio tournament, and then the main event, the Grand Boot Hill.
And the final start today at 5:30, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So you guys have been putting in the hours.
Oh yeah.
Long
Weekend. We're going about 10 today, I believe. We were 14 yesterday. Friday night we started up about 6, went to about 11:30 midnight. So it was about 6 hours, 7 hours there, plus setup. You know, there's 2 hours worth of setup, and then today,
you gotta
tear down.
Are you guys driving back home after this tonight, or do
Yeah,
you wait till tomorrow?
No, we're gonna drive back tonight. Whew. Yep,
Put the miles on.
it makes for a long day.
Brian Gunn walking by. I know he struggled the beginning of game 1, made a ball change, and had a nice finish to save 160. So.
Oh wow. I had a question about him in the chat there. So there's after game 1. Let's see. Yeah, he's sitting in last after game 1 with 157.
That 157 is a lot better looking than what he had.
Sounds.
After 6 frames, I think he had 70.
Oh wow! So there you go. Yeah, that ball change really helped
he
for
made
him.
a nice ball change and started throwing some strikes.
Yeah, he's moving down to the low end. He might. Looks like he's going down to 5 and 6. So we'll be able to see a score and relay that out to the fans in the chat. Looks like 7 frames. He had 70.
Now this is a 3-game qualifier.
Yeah, 3-game total pins. They cut the field in half, and then pins drop. Yeah. Then 2 games and then 1.
So even after a 157, on this condition, if you can pop off 2-0, 220, you're probably right back in the thick of the thing.
You should be good.
14th place.
Yeah, right now 14th place is -3, so it just goes to show you again how hard it is, and how it's you know, anybody can make it.
Especially with the caliber of bowlers that are here.
Exactly.
If the cut is minus, then you really got to make shots and knock down every pin that you possibly can.
Got a tweet coming from iGrind. Terrell Peterson, another iGrind player, sitting in 2nd after 1 game. Terrell Peterson, plus 26.
Did you bowl in college at all, Matt?
I did for a little bit. I went to MOBAP for a semester, not very long. It was right when their program got started.
I remember.
Yeah.
My last year at IU was 2005, and I remember Missouri
right about
Baptist
then,
came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, we're going to tournaments, and there they are. So.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny how that program kind of got started, because we all grew up in St. Louis. A bunch of my friends and whatnot bowl in junior leagues. They got a program, JBC Junior Bowling Club, and we grew up bowling that. They would do tournaments and traveling league, junior travel league. And we got done. Everybody grew up, ended up moving up to adults, and heard that MOBAP was wanting to get into the college game, and they got a coach, Joe Galloway, and literally half the people that either didn't go to Lindenwood, because LU is a huge school in St. Louis, even McKendree across the river in Illinois. Kind of threw a program together, and then they went out and they made sectionals, and I believe they made nationals one time. It didn't do too good at nationals, but still, for just throwing a program together, being able to compete out there, and granted, they're all really good bowlers. Names like Corey Young, Ken Weinrich, and the like,
Just shows you that, it kind of goes along the field of dreams theory, that if you build it, they will come.
Exactly.
If, you set up a program.
And that's what
you
happened.
Can get kids to show up, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and in my opinion, junior bowling and collegiate bowling also is the future of the game, the sport. I mean, if you can't get the juniors to grow up and want to keep bowling, then where are we going to be?
I'll tell you, when I bowled juniors, I didn't start bowling until I was 10, so I was kind of late actually. Most of my friends I know were bowling, from the time they were 3, 4, 5 years old. But our junior leagues are huge in the suburbs of Chicago, and you see them now. And the bowling center I grew up at bowling at, they've closed. They closed last year, shut down. There was one other center in the area that closed. And the junior leagues are a tenth of what they were when we were bowling.
Yeah, they really are.
So it seems like there's a big gap in this generation of kids bowling because there's so many other things to do, and too many kids are involved in video. They never leave the house.
Video games, exactly.
Video games and iPhones.
The internet.
They sit at home and play on computers all day.
Yeah, instead of getting out and being active in bowling and meeting new friends and having fun.
Absolutely.
And that's what bowling's all about. The relationships you make out here. Just me traveling around with Mike and Inside Bowling for the last 6-7 months has just, I've met so many people, hundreds of people.
I was really fortunate when I was at IU. I met Robbie Spigner, became great friends with him, and I've met so many people along the way through him, and pretty grateful for that. And it's been a nice, good 10 years, I guess now. This is 2013. I started college in 2000, so
yeah, that's scary to think about how fast time's moving.
Yeah, I know, but I'll tell you, collegiate bowling was one of the best experiences of my life. The 4 years, you get to travel the country, go to different places, meet all these people. And like our age group, I assume you're pretty close to my age. I'm 30.
I'm 28.
So all the guys that are on tour now that were in college and that came from collegiate bowling when we were there is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, there's just all these kids.
Well, yeah, Matt McNeil's one of them.
Yep, and Sean Rash, Bill O'Neill, PJ Haggerty, Scott Norton. All those guys. Collegiate bowling is now the stepping stone.
Yeah, it's almost like the minor leagues of bowling, and really, and it's a good thing for high school students who are looking to go to college, because you do get scholarships.
Yeah,
and a lot of people are shocked when they hear that.
And at this point, every dollar counts with the way the money that it costs to send a kid to college nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, every dollar counts. So
yeah, especially at big name schools.
If you can get a $1,000 scholarship, that'll pay for your books for a semester or two.
Yeah, and I know some people that get full rides from bowling. I mean, half the A team at MoBAP when I went there was on a full ride, a $14,000 a year scholarship, pretty much.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's just for bowling. That's really cool. And that really gets them prepared to make that next step to the pro tour.
In collegiate bowling, so many of the tournaments now are competed on conditions like we're seeing today, where they're not house shots anymore.
No.
They want them to be tough. They want kids to get better, make shots. They want to see bowling progress.
Yeah.
So they're doing their part. We just got to get everybody on the same page and get things moving forward. You guys, what you guys are doing here is a huge part of that. I think this is the future. I think, and you guys are doing a really nice job. So hopefully people keep watching and tuning in and throwing some sponsorship your way, and you guys can really make a difference in the bowling world.
Yeah, we're trying. We're cruising along here. I really like what Mike does. I've been friends with him for a while now. And I remember when he started this Inside Bowling, and it just started as a message board. And it's grown to this that you see right here.
And you guys come from a nice hotbed of bowling down there in the St. Louis area.
Yeah,
so
we do, yeah.
I assume there's probably a lot of very nice local support.
Yeah, there is. There really is. That's like, Mike's tournament last month, the IB Open, had 270 entries, and over half of them were local bowlers.
Everybody wanted to see Randy Peterson.
Yeah. Yeah, he came in and was talking about wanting to play golf, and I know it rained most of the weekend that he was in town. He's a little disappointed he didn't get to go out.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching that show. You guys did a really nice job.
That was really cool, wasn't it?
It was a lot of fun.
I was sitting in the booth for that with him, and just to be able to sit in the booth and listen to him and switch cameras for him was one of the coolest things I've ever done. It really was.
Randy Weiss going Brooklyn there. A little love. Bowling on 9 and 10 over there.
Yep. See Brian Waliczek there on the right side of your screen. Oh, well, in the middle. He just carried that 10 for a strike. You're going to need a score correction there. Game number 3 is underway here at the Grand Boot Hill weekend. Presented by Storm, the Bowlers Company.
It seems like at this point every bowler has been on each part of the lanes. They've all gone from the high to the middle to the low after this. So
And when you say high, the high end, that's really the low end of this center. There's 84 lanes here, and it almost makes you dizzy looking down there. I had to hit the ATM up, which is down behind lanes like 70.
It's a half-mile walk.
It really is. You know, you're out of breath after getting down there. You got to get a drink of water, towel off, and then come back. No, this place is awesome, man. The hardwood floors here, we've been talking about that. That's really cool for a bowling center.
Yeah, it's a nice touch. There's a lot of room on the concourse.
There is, yeah. It's not cramped.
I'm not sure if you had ever been to what is Brunswick Zone Hawthorne now, which used to be Hawthorne Lanes and Vernon Hills, where this was held before this.
Oh.
The concourse there is enormous. There's so much room. There's never an issue with bowling bags in the way. So, you know, for a tournament of this caliber, you have to have a place like this. You know, because every bowler's bringing in 6 to 10 bowling balls with them these days.
Well, especially for this event where they don't announce the patterns.
Yep.
You know, so people are coming in blind. They don't know what they're going to bring. They bring everything they can.
Yep.
You
know you're going to bowl on something short, something long, something heavy, something light. So
you need to be versatile.
Yep, you got to come prepared.
You see Brian Valenta, ex-Lindenwood bowler, bowling on 9. He was just finishing up his college career when I got started.
Yeah, we crossed paths over the course of the 5 years I was in school.
Yeah, he's something else, man. He's really good. Very accurate for two-handed.
I'll tell you, he's I believe he's the first two-handed bowler I actually saw.
Yeah, yeah, you know he might be.
When I was bowling collegiately, I think
there weren't
he was
very
the
many.
only one.
Yeah, you know, since then, you know, you see it all the time now.
Yeah, it's the new big thing.
Yeah, it's common practice. And kids are growing up practicing. You know, that's what they
see
learn.
These little 12-year-old kids throwing 12 or 14-pound bowling balls and just ripping the cover off of them.
Yeah. Oh, I remember remember when I was that age. You know, I was a smaller person and I couldn't really get any type of revs or speed on the ball. So I can understand why they want to throw the big hook like that.
Yep.
And that's how they can do it.
That's what is enticing to young kids. They see the ball go left to right, and coming back left, and the pins flying everywhere. So
yeah, there was an old saying when I grew up bowling: the chicks dig the big wheel.
Yep, I heard that bowling youth leagues for sure. Oh yeah. Just like the long ball.
Yep. Oh.
Trying to gauge an idea of scores here. There seems to be quite a few strikes on all the pairs.
Yeah, it's hard to determine because you got guys with opens and you got guys with strings. Some people are clean, some people aren't.
It'd be nice to get some feedback from some of the bowlers to see how the pairs are playing differently, depending, because I know some pairs in the earlier squad weren't used as much as some of them now. I heard somebody complaining earlier that 5 and 6 wasn't even in play in the first squad, but they had to start on it. So
yeah, it's been strange. The lane assignments have been a little weird. They bowled fresh this morning for their first qualifying round, the round of three-game qualifying round, and then they went down for the 2-game qualifying round. In the middle round, they went down to a fresh pair down on the low end. And then now everybody's bowling on burn.
Yeah, it's all burn, yeah.
Then they're going to re-oil again before the finals.
Yeah, I was watching the stream yesterday on was yesterday the short sweeper pattern? Yeah, yesterday morning.
Yeah, yesterday morning, yeah.
And it was amazing to see how many people were washing out.
Oh, yeah, on the short pattern. And it was supposed to be 37 feet or something like that, maybe 35. And it almost played slicker than the 39-foot pattern that came out later for the trio.
It was very interesting to watch. A lot of people looked confused. Trying to get the ball to wrinkle. When you hear somebody bowling on a 35-foot pattern, you're thinking.
Yeah. Oh, they're playing up 2.
Yeah.
Throwing it kind of hard. And that wasn't the case. They were backing it up, playing in tight, backing it into the hole. I have a question about Adam Barta. Adam has moved out of range. He's down there in the middle. He's still bowling, but I do not know what he's got going for score. After game number 1, he was sitting 17th at -9.
It looks from here that Adam's working on 142 in the 7th with a spare in the 8th.
Okay.
And Aaron Lorenz has a 4-bagger going. They're paired together.
There you go.
Trying to help you out.
Yeah, thank you. Brian Valenta, to answer your question in the chat, was sitting 19th place with 180.
It's nice to see in the chat room that people aren't just talking about this event. They're talking, asking each other.
Yeah.
How'd you bowl USBC?
Yeah, that's so neat. Yeah.
Get everybody together and
Yeah. Sometimes they talk about baseball or
you can focus on this event, but then things go off on tangents and something gets brought up, and it's good to see.
I think that makes the broadcast, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Because you can only sit here for so long and talk about just what's going on in front of you bowling. And the picture, tells most of the story for you. Finals from the last squad is Marshall Kent, Tyler Vostry, Mike Dugan, and Ken Abner. Jay Cruz.
I'll tell you, Ron Nelson is on lane 13 right now. For those of you guys looking at the lanes 13 and 14 cam, he's a very good amateur bowler from Chicago. And I've been watching Ron bowl. I've bowled many tournaments with and against him over the years. And I'm not lying to you. I don't think I've ever seen him miss a single pin spare in 10 years I've been around.
Wow.
It's unbelievable how good of a spare shooter he is. He never misses.
That's impressive.
That's why he's always in or around the cut or the top of a tournament. He just does not give pins away.
How many spots do they take was asked here by Dragon Bowler. They're going to take, they pretty much cut the field in half each round. It goes a 3-game round, a 2-game round, and a 1-game round. And each cut is just cutting the field in half until there are 4 left. Actually, this squad, they're going to take 3 and a senior, or no, 4 and a senior, because they got 8 seniors in this squad. They're going to cut down to 4 to 2 to 1.
Now, is there a high loser in the round? Because it goes from 28 to 14 to 7. Do they add a high loser, or do those 7 guys just bowl and they'll get cut to 4?
I'm not sure. They'll probably take a high loser. Yeah, they'll probably go.
Because I believe there's 28 in the what you would call the open division.
Yeah.
So they're going to go to 14. And then you have 7.
Yeah, so they'll probably take 8 and then cut 4 and take, well.
Or they just put 3 on a pair, maybe.
Yeah.
What do we got going on, guys?
Well, we're trying to figure out if they take a high loser here in this squad, because they're going to cut down to an odd number.
Because it goes from, they got 28 in the open division.
Yep.
So they go to 14 and then 7. Does
yep.
a high loser get added in, or do they just go down to 4 no matter what?
What they're going to do is when the 7 bowl, they're going to take the 4 highest scores and they advance.
Okay.
Okay, scores after game number 2. Alex Aguiar is 48 over. Brittany Hamilton sits second at 46. Jeffrey Young, 37 over in third. Good to see Jeffrey on his 3rd attempt doing well. Rick Miller's in 4th. The Southpaw at plus 36. Chris Prather at plus 34 in 5th. Brent Bowers in 6th at plus 33. Rob Gottschall hanging in there in 7th place at plus 29. Randy Weiss is plus 27. Ron Nelson Jr. is at plus 18. And 10th place, Terrell Peterson at plus 1. Also still in the cut, 4 more spots. Steve Greenspan -1. Aaron Lawrence -5. Alan Felmley at -10. And RJ Pollard -15 rounds out your top 14. There are 8 bowlers within 20 pins of 14th place.
And we've been corrected here multiple times. There is no high loser spot, they're saying in the chat. Multiple people are saying no high loser.
What do you mean by no high loser, by the way?
Well, instead of taking an odd number, they take an extra person.
Yeah, no, they cut it in half.
Right, but they cut it in half to an odd number, to 7.
Right, yeah.
So they're just taking top 4 then.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just got those 7 guys bowl. There'll be one pair that'll have a 3rd guy on.
28, 14, 7. The top 7.
4.
We'll take the top 4 scores.
Gotcha. There we go.
Yep.
So we got an exciting finish going on here for the 3rd game.
Rob Gottschall has 2:23 left, so he should be safe.
What did Mike say? 14 guys within 10 pins of the cut?
Yeah.
One spare, make or break.
A lot of people, yeah, within.
Hey guys, Jeffrey Young down here, lanes 23 and 24, 85 in the 5th, throwing at a 7-pin right now in the 6th frame, going at a 180 pace.
There you have it. Yeah, 14th right now is -15 after 2. And within 20 pins of that is about 10 players, 9 players.
Hey guys, I'm here with Aaron Lawrence. Aaron, what'd you shoot the last game?
239.
239 for Aaron. That's good. You're in.
I think I like the fresh a little better. So I definitely have to figure out something down on that side because I went 220 with 2 holes, 170 with more than 2 holes, and then 239 with 2 holes. So trying to stay clean has been rough today.
All right, bud. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
239 for Aaron.
There you go.
Hey, Mike, how do you know how scores are comparing this squad to the prior squad?
No, I don't know much about that, really, to be honest with you. I know that they really opened up at the end of the squad, but down here on these fresh, Aaron likes it. I think he's one of the only guys that actually does. I'll continue to keep an eye on Jeffrey Young for you guys.
If I had to guess, I think scores are up. I mean, after looking at game 1 compared to game 2 here, I mean, there's a ton of 210 or higher. There's 8 people 210 or higher, 12 people 200 or higher.
Rob Gottschall finishes with 203. So he's pretty safe at the top there.
Yep. To answer in the chat here, Brian Gunn has 365 after 2. And I think he's completed his 3rd game already. Not sure what he shot. Oh, there's Brian. Oh.
Brian just said he railed in the 9th and 10th.
15. 15.
Yeah. Just said he railed in the 9th and 10th, so he was close to the cut.
Yeah.
Said he needed a double. Looks like everybody's finishing up here. Either everybody's in the 9th or 10th frames, so final number should be out in about 10 minutes, 15.
Hey guys, Jeffrey Young, 9 spare in the 6th. Like I said, he struck in the 7th. He's up on lane 23, getting ready to bowl. He's using the Rotogrip wrecker that he was using when he won the sweeper on Friday night. I'll give you a little play-by-play here. Young up on the approach. It looks like he's standing about 3 boards left of the very last dot on the left side of the lane. Young is set on the approach. Shaking the elbow like he does. Short in stature, but off the back of the approach. On the way to the line, I don't know if he liked it, stepped off it, but boom, 10 back right there. Double for Jeffrey Young, so now he's looking at about a 2-0 pace. So big shot right there, he needed it.
He's sitting 3rd going into this game with 437.
Are there separate brackets and side pots for this as well?
Yeah, I know there's brackets. I haven't had a chance to go out and look at them yet. I'm not sure their format or how many there are.
Hi, Adam Barta. How'd you do? The under for Adam Barta. Adam Barta is a tremendous competitor. He will be back for another tournament, but today we're not going to see Adam Barta in the finals. Don't go anywhere, by the way, everyone, here at the Grand Boot Hill Weekend, brought to you by Storm, Mike Flanagan, along with Matt Turek, and our new friend would just call him as the artist formerly known as the best broadcast talent undiscovered, but now he is discovered. Our buddy Sean joins us. No, I'm not related to Sam Flanagan, but thanks for asking. I get that all the time, actually, down here.
What about the former Major League pitcher Mike Flanagan?
Yeah.
No relation there either. You know, I believe he committed suicide.
Did he?
Yeah, I believe so.
Former pitcher, Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, it was just recently, in the last year or so, because people started sending me messages on Facebook.
Oh, gee. How confusing.
It said Mike Flanagan committed suicide. I'm serious. And when people saw it in the news feed, people that know me, you know, honest to goodness, there was one senior citizen back in St. Louis that's been following what we've been doing forever. And, you know, he thinks this is like the most famous thing ever. Like, this is more famous than ESPN, like what we do. Okay, he's that much into bowling. So when he turned on SportsCenter and it said down below, Mike Flanagan commits suicide.
Oh, my God.
He really thought it was me.
Wow.
I'm not kidding.
Boy.
He really thought it was me. The next time I saw him, he came up and he hugged me at the bowling center, and he goes, "I'm glad you're okay."
Hey, it's always good to have people that care.
Yeah.
It is. Looks like Brian Waliczek has his hoodie on. It looks like Brian Waliczek's not going to make this cut either. A lot of really good bowlers not making this cut. Brian Waliczek's actually standing here right now. Did you not make the cut, buddy?
I was far, far away from the cut number.
You bowled good last night in the team event, though, and talk a little bit about your pro shop back home again. You got a really cool logo, and you got a good partner in that deal. Tell the folks at home about your pro shop.
I started the pro shop up with Tom Smallwood up about a year ago, and it's in Saginaw, Michigan, called Wallywood. Kind of a combination of my last name, Waliczek, and Smallwood, and I don't know. We just drill.
Just drill bowling balls, and you do a good job with it. And what's it like working with Tom?
I mean, whether or not we do a good job is debatable, but we try our hardest. No, Tom's great. He's traveling, doing the world. He's actually getting ready to go to Korea to do some of that action. But Tom and I work pretty good together. He sits down, and I drill bowling balls.
How many weekends a year do you bowl, Brian Waliczek?
Too many. 35. Just a guesstimate. 35 to 50.
35 weekends a year. You're obviously one of the guys out there still giving the game a go every weekend. in the business, in the pro shop. We wish the best of luck to you in your next upcoming event.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
That's Brian Waliczek hanging out with us by the booth. This guy, when he went to Saginaw Valley, I remember watching some collegiate tournaments and loved this guy's game. Oh, you going to be around? Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Brian said he'd be more than happy to join us on the broadcast, too. So we've got plenty of headsets and plenty of people that could be around. So, yeah, we might tap on your shoulder for that, Brian. Thank you.
We talked about
I saw the hoodie on. I wasn't sure if he was walking out the door or what he was doing. But he's here with Lawrence, so. All right.
We were talking about collegiate bowlers earlier, and we forgot to mention Brian Waliczek, Jeff Fair.
Yeah, we did.
It's amazing how many guys from our generation that went through college bowling are all really not good players in this game.
Yeah, Matt here hasn't really studied the game quite as much as we may have, being more of a St. Louis local bowler and always loving the game locally and knowing all the bowlers locally. But now that he's getting to see it on a grander scale and hearing these stories about these people, Matt, you've had a chance to see some college bowling. Obviously, I heard you talking about it earlier, but this guy Brian Waliczek right here, were you a first-team All-American or were you the bowler of the year? Was it both or?
I was 3-time first team and then bowler of the year 1 time.
See, I knew it was something like that. But, yeah, this guy was – and he was in his brother's footsteps, too, Lonnie.
The talent level was low those 4 years.
Yeah, modest. He is a very modest guy, too. And I remember all the girls used to flock to you as well. You had a lot of women throwing themselves at you back in the college days.
Wish I would have known that. That sounds like great information. I mean, I wish we would have talked and let me know that stuff, but I think that's mostly lies.
No, hey, tell me lies. Yeah. Tell me sweet little lies.
Yeah, I don't think Mike is capable of telling a lie.
No, I don't tell them. No, embellish once in a while, but that's about it. But actually, Brian too. You know, his brother has had a better bowling career, but I feel Brian's always thrown the ball better. If I had to throw the ball like one of the two brothers, I'd throw it like Brian. Honestly.
Can I tell you a good Lonnie Waliczek story?
Yeah, sure.
I was in Indianapolis with Robbie watching one of the tournaments there, and they were bowling on the cheetah pattern. And Lonnie is playing the absolute twig, and he goes front 5, gutter spare, next 4, gutter spare.
That's awesome.
It was pretty amazing to watch.
How many ball returns did he kick during that episode?
There was no ball return kick, but I think there was a towel that was ripped in half after the second gutter spare.
That's his moving as well as throwing bowling balls against inanimate objects.
I'll tell you a Lonnie Waliczek story. I was a big fan of watching the World Team Challenges on TV, and Lonnie made quite a few of those telecasts. I believe, was he part of the Ebonite Nitro R team, which I believe was Paul Fleming, Sean Swanson, Billy Murphy, and Chad Murphy, and Lonnie, right? That's the 5 of them, right? Can you believe that? I just pulled that out right there. So I really did watch these shows. Now, Lonnie and these guys, they would kill these World Team Challenges, and they were unbelievable. Oh, well, they had the hair. Yeah, they had the crazy hair, the Billy Ray Cyrus hair. Brian says. Yeah, so I'm at Landmark Lanes. I was probably 17 years old for a PBA event, and my mom let me take the day off school for the junior pro-am. They had it during the day on a school day, and kids used to take off school to actually go and do this. This is, obviously not in a hey day, but it wasn't a bad day for bowling when, you can actually take the day off to go bowl with the pros. So we made the trek up from St. Louis. And I've got these Linge shoes. Everybody probably remembers them. They were purple and teal.
Oh, yeah.
You guys remember those?
Yep.
The Linge special editions, I believe they were. And I'm walking around. I'm bowling the Pro-Am, and I didn't even think to have anybody autograph my shoes at all. And then I see Lonnie Waliczek. And this is when I believe this is about 97, 98. So I think he might be a rookie on tour. Does that seem pretty accurate, Brian? Okay, pretty close. So I walk up to Lonnie, and I take off my left shoe, my slide shoe. And I looked at him, and I had a Sharpie, and I said, Lonnie Waliczek, I've watched you bowl on TV in the World Team Challenges. I see you out here on the tour. Would you sign my shoe? and he was standing right next to Norm Duke. He couldn't believe that I wanted his autograph. He really couldn't believe it. This might have been one of the first 20 autographs Lonnie had ever signed. And he signed my shoe, and I wore those shoes through 2 junior golds, through 3 teen masters, through all these events because I didn't like changing shoes at all. And everybody would ask me everywhere I went, hey, who signed your shoe? And I would say, Lonnie Waliczek. And sometimes people would say, oh, yeah, he's a good bowler. Sometimes people would say, why Lonnie Waliczek? And I'd say, because I like him in the team challenges. He's a great team player. And he never really bowled anchor. He was either in a 2-hole or the 3-hole. He may have let off once in a while. But I always really appreciated his game and just his work ethic at the game. And at the time, I kind of threw the ball a little straighter, played that kind of funny little fade back shot that he was playing on a lot of those World Team Challenges. And I really liked him a lot.
When you were getting those autographs, did you also ask for Norm, or did you snub him?
Yeah, I know, right?
I did not ask for Norm Duke's autograph.
That's fantastic. No one likes him.
Norm is on our pro staff. Norm and I have a great relationship. I like Norm today. But at the time, I think I was just, back then I used to be a shy kid. And I believe that I just felt more comfortable thinking, man, this guy Lonnie, he bowls with these other cool guys. They're on TV all the time with these Ebonite Nitro R guys. And I was just like, you know what? I really want to get this guy's autograph. And I did. It was the only one.
Plus, if you ask Duke, there's a chance he could big time you and say, hey, kid, get out of here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Norm's pretty good about that. I actually was doing some work for Extra Frame, and I was right in the middle of an interview with Norm down on the lanes. It was a very impromptu interview. And it was going on and on. It was being tape recorded, and a line formed for kids that wanted an autograph from Norm. And he actually stopped right in the middle of our interview, and we actually integrated it into our interview, him signing the pins and the shirts and stuff. And he goes, this is what it's all about right here, the kids. And he sat there and he signed. I watched him sign like 30 autographs while he was trying to put his shoes on and get taped up and ready for, he had a little time and everything, but he didn't seem perturbed at all. He was all about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That was in Detroit at the Winter Swing not too long ago.
Yeah, some pros won't sign any autographs at all, while they're bowling or getting ready to bowl.
Yeah, so good on Norm. So it got real quiet in here, and I guess we're waiting for...
All the bowling's done. Everybody's looking at you. You
Yeah.
got the microphone.
I know. They're like, is this Murph and the Magic Tones here or what? That's from Blues Brothers, by the way. Uh-oh. Jeff Fair says, I bowled like an announcer. That's a compliment. Thank you. Chris Pickett earlier, I saw him in the chat. He said, Mike, I'm surprised you didn't bowl one of these squads. Well, we'd have a real problem then, Chris, because I'd lead a squad, and I'd make the finals, and then I couldn't commentate. And I'd make the finals because I'm so good. Right, Brian? Brian has no respect for my bowling game at all.
Well, he's sitting first place in the doubles at
USBCs. Yeah, Open Championships.
He's a celebrity.
So what do you want to do, Matt? You're controlling the show.
Should we come back?
I say we come back.
Leave it to
it's
a
going to be
little
a few minutes.
ambient mic?
Yeah, we'll just leave the ambient mic on. The reason why we're not going to music is because we are also testing on YouTube right now. And anytime we put music on YouTube, they shut us down because of copyright
those
things.
Copyright.
Yeah, so that's why we can't go to music at this particular time as we continue to allow you to watch what camera you want on YouTube. So we'll go to the ambient mic, and we'll come back as soon as we know what's going on. Mike Flanagan back here with you, along with Sean Delby and Matt Turek. Players are warming up here. Down to 14. Looks like we're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs. Does that seem right? Oh, because we have the seniors as well. Right? What's our senior divisions look like? Do we know?
I don't think we've had any paper on the seniors.
I'll find out.
I have not had an updated score sheet from the last game yet.
I'm going to get the scoop. I'll find out what's going on.
Players are practicing here. This is the 2-game cut round. Top 14 bowlers that advance are going to battle it out to make it to the last round, and also the seniors, the top 4 are battling it out. They're going to take 1 senior and 4 open bowlers.
Everybody's getting one practice ball on each lane,
That's right.
and away they go.
Looks like everybody's got 2 on a pair. Is that how this is going to work? Put them on both sides this time? Put both names on one side, I mean.
I don't know. It says play. There's some that say player C, but there's no
Right, no
grid
name.
for the score.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It looks like 2 on a pair. Well, maybe 3. No, 3 on a pair.
Okay, guys, I got the scoop. They got to get their 1 ball on each lane, then they got to cut the lanes off. That's what Woody's announcing right now. In the senior division, we've got Rick Thomas, Tom Adcock, Ricky Hara, and Mark Porter are all bowling in the senior division. They're vying for 1 spot. They're mixed in throughout the other bowlers out here. And then in the regular division here, we've got Rick Miller, Jeffrey Young, Aaron Lawrence, Rob Gottschall, Chris Prather, Alex Aguiar, Brittany Hamilton, R.J. Pollard, Brent Bowers, Ron Nelson Jr., Steve Greenspan, Mike Murtha, Randy Weiss, and Alan Felmley. They are your top 14, plus the other 4 seniors gives us a total of 18. The seniors are spread throughout, but then in the next pairing, they will bowl together to see who's going to make it in. And we'll make sure we get that on a good pair for us. They're going to use lanes 9 and 10, 11 and 12, 13 and 14, 15 and 16, 17 and 18, and 19 and 20 in this round. So I'll leave those with you guys.
Do you know what the skipping procedure same as before?
I'm not sure on that.
Probably not. It's probably 1 pair.
I'm a plethora of knowledge, but not that one.
It's probably 1 pair. They don't have enough lanes to move 6 pairs.
Hope everybody's enjoying the broadcast, too. I haven't been looking at the chat recently. We've got 155 viewers. We appreciate it.
That way you split the letters. If we have 14 bowlers in the regular division, this is a 2-game total. We will be cutting to 7. We have 4 seniors. We'll be cutting to the top 2.
Mark Porter shot 235 to make the cut into the senior division. Big last game. Leapfrogged Armstrong to get in.
Ooh.
Before you turn in your secretary sheet,
Dave doesn't make it in, huh? There's a lot of good bowlers in the regular close now. Jeff Fair is actually wearing his mandals, which means he's not bowling. Mandals, you guys ever heard of those?
Never heard of
Sandals for a man.
Oh.
Bum, yeah.
Mandals.
Mike Armstrong, even he went +2. He had 207 the last game and got leapfrogged. That's tough to swallow. You shoot 2-0 on this, especially the 3rd game, and then somebody throws a big one at you.
Okay, so here we go. Action underway. We are now in our 2nd cut here in the 2013 Grand Boot Hill Weekend presented by Storm Bowling Products. It's the 3rd qualifier. 2-game cut round. 14 players in the regular division, 4 in the senior division. We wipe away all the pins that they got to get here, and everyone is at 0 right now. We've got our 3 pairs that we've had featured for you the entire weekend. Mike Flanagan here with Sean Delby and Matt Turek here. Brian Waliczek will be joining us soon. And it's been a great weekend of action. Very tough, demanding lane conditions. We're getting down to it here on this Sunday afternoon. 7 players are already in the Grand Boot Hill Finals. Someone will take home $15,000. Liz Johnson, A.J. Chapman, Tim Mack, Marshall Kent, Tyler Vostry, Mike Dugan, and Ken Abner are already in the big dance. That's coming up after we complete these cuts. Right now, it is 14 bowlers in the regular division. We cut to 7. Those 7 bowlers will bowl, and the top 4 scorers are going to advance to our grand finals tonight. We'll also have 1 senior, where we'll see the top 2 after this game face off to see who's going to make it in for a complete round of 12 bowlers. So, gentlemen, it's exciting action here. Woody Demma and his crew are doing a great job here at Stardust Bowl, suburb of Chicago, Addison, to be exact.
Matt, who do you like going into this round of 14?
It's a good question.
I'll tell you, Brittany Hamilton has a very nice look.
Does she? I didn't get
Yeah.
to see her last 2 games.
She's thrown it really well. And as long as, if she doesn't get forced too far in, I think she may stick around to the end of this squad here.
I'd like to see Rob Gottschall three-peat, to be honest with you. Rob's a good guy. He's real nice. Known him now for a little bit.
What
around.
a feat that would be.
Wouldn't that be cool? I think it'd be awesome. So hopefully Rob can bowl good here. It's a lot of bowling he's done this weekend. All these players. Brittany Hamilton's one of them. Jeffrey Young.
Yeah, I'm sure that you see the same faces bowling. You know,
Yeah,
you
it
come here
is.
for the weekend,
Yeah.
you're going to bowl everything.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I like AJ Chapman's look too, and he's not bowling the squad. He's already in. He bowled last night. He was throwing the ball great yesterday. So if he can keep that up, I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the final round. You get a good look at Brittany's ball there on 17.
Yeah, I think at this point, you know, you're starting your first game of this round. You're just looking to stay out of trouble. You want to get off to a good start.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a 3-bagger or a 4-bagger to start, but you want to stay clean, stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Give yourself something to build on. You know, you don't want to take yourself out of it right away.
Right. Exactly. And the people that have opened here in the first, there's been a couple now. You just got to keep your head in the game, you know. Make one shot at a time and get back on it, throw a double, a turkey.
Yeah, I mean, the mentality of this is you just have to get as many pins as possible. You're not bowling heads up with anybody.
Yeah, 90% of bowling is between your ears.
That's right. Of that 90%, I probably only use 70 of it. Just make the game way too hard for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easier said than done, you know,
Yeah.
just letting go of all that emotion.
There's very few in this world that just can, you know, go out there with a clean frame of mind every time and just bowl.
Take you over on split screen here, 9 and 10 and 13 and 14.
Every pair has 3 players, so the pace is all going to be the same.
Yep.
Okay, guys, working out some things. Brian, we've got a seat for you. We got your headset all ready to go. You know it's getting serious now when our coverage expands and we have extra headsets inserted. We've got, another 4 more opportunities to add more guests. But joining us now on the broadcast, you would listen to him towards the end of the last broadcast. We got him a seat. He's comfortable. Brian Waliczek joins us. Welcome back to the booth, Brian.
Oh, I'm excited to watch some strikes. Or 7 counts. But thank you for having me.
A lot of sideways lines out there.
Too many 7 counts today for you?
If I would have gotten 7, I would have been a lot happier. Who are we watching here? Which?
We got, this is what's going on. That's what we should be talking on. This is a little bit ahead, but it's still good to watch this. But we're watching lanes 9 and 10 and 13 and 14.
Ooh, so that's our feed here, coming up here?
Yep.
All right.
This is our YouTube feed here. Bowlers can pick the camera they want. Yeah, you can watch this.
Yeah, that's probably the best one.
This is just a second ahead of what's going out.
Those of you at home, they're pointing at what screen and still will not understand what they're talking about.
Yeah, there's a ton of screens up here, isn't there, Brian?
Yes. Oh, Aaron Lorenz is on the left lane. That's my traveling partner. Sweet swinging, Aaron Lorenz.
Just missed Tom Adcock right through the face. Squisher strike.
There's chat and then viewers. And that's about it.
Brian, you've watched live broadcasting before this live streaming. What do you think of our setup here?
Oh, it's very cool. I'm trying to remember what words I can't say.
Well, you're not allowed to say Brunswick. You're not allowed to say Ebonite. You're not allowed to say Columbia. You're not allowed to say Deviate. No, I'm just totally kidding.
Good gracious, Storm is fantastic.
No, I'm not like that, but I just thought it would be funny to say that based off of a post I made recently on Facebook.
Oh, here comes PC.
We need a list back here, you know. That
Yeah,
do not say words.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 games, cut half the field. What's the prediction of the number?
Yeah, I don't.
What has it been the last 2 times?
Last time
Minus
See.
16 was
Yeah.
the cut for the last round.
we don't have game 3 standings except for the seniors. Oh no, yeah we do. Minus 16, yeah.
Do you think the pace is going to go up or down?
Well, you would think because this is the 3rd squad, some of the better bowlers have already made it, so you would think it would be just a little bit lower. But looking around at the field, there's still a lot of darn good players out here. So I have no answer for you. I would say it's going to be pretty close to the same, 15 under.
Who bowling right now in the squad do you really like going forward to come out of the squad? Somebody who, you know, you were crossing with, or you saw somebody that had a really nice look?
The guy that will pay for my hotel room if he wins this week. So Aaron Lorenz, come on. That was a good shot.
Hey, Brian, we just saw Aaron make the finals at the PBA Badger Open. You're going to be able to watch that live on the CBS Sports Network Tuesday. We've been talking about it. How proud were you of Aaron making a TV show?
How proud. I was excited for him. It's very cool. It really is a great accomplishment. All kidding aside, it's pretty amazing. He works hard. There are some people you root for just because you like, and there's some people you root for because they work hard. You like him because he's just the nicest guy around, and the guy bowls 20 games a day in practice, which is kind of annoying at the same point, but he gets it done.
You guys have a great group, tight-knit group up in Michigan. Kurt Pelon, yourself, Aaron, obviously, Craig Nidifer, Ronnie Sparks also from your neck of the woods.
Mm-hmm. That's basically our state bowling team.
You guys bowl pretty much everything together. Have you been tempted to go out and bowl some tour stops with these guys?
I have. I've been fortunate enough to have pretty good success at a lot of these type of tournaments. When I say success, I mean not this week, but in general. So I've been able to keep busy, and I have a growing family with 3 small kids. So I like. Fortunately, Michigan, there's a lot of action, so I don't need to do the big travel tour.
Chris Hester in the chat is commenting how fun it would be to be your travel partner.
Oh, Chris. What stories do we have of Chris Hester that we can say over the air?
Well, he likes baseball cards.
He likes lots of pictures.
He likes dogs.
All right, we need to go the right direction here.
He's in love with Mike Wolf.
Who isn't?
Mike Wolf has got the best haircut known to man.
Mike, cheats it because you know what? If you only can grow a third of your head with hair, I think you need to show it. Don't go bald. Just do the big.
Just leave the patch up there.
Just leave
Be proud. Be proud.
Well, I think he should sell. He should grow all the hair back and then sell the rest of the area for a sponsor.
Oh,
Nice tattoo up there.
He'd make $5s and tens of dollars.
Tens of dollars.
Aaron getting up. Code home. Boom.
Down on lanes 9 and 10. And it's is it Lawrence or Lawrence?
That's a great question.
Your travel partner.
And kind of his friend.
Kind of.
I'll get to it.
Lorenz. Lorenz is what I always call him.
Lorenz?
Yeah. There's a good chance I'm wrong.
Aaron, I've come down. I've talked to you quite a bit already about your bowling. You got your travel partner, Brian, up in the booth.
He's talking to him while he's bowling.
And we want to know right now, is it Lawrence or Lawrence?
Lawrence, just like the first name.
Lawrence. That's what I've been calling you all weekend. Yes, Brian was wrong.
I just call him my driver.
Chauffeur.
Lawrence, like Mr. Lawrence in the Karate Kid movies. There you have it. Sweep the leg, Chris Hester.
Karate Kid.
Chris Hester's a big Karate Kid fan.
I don't think Aaron was born yet.
Yeah, I do sometimes mention these 80s movies to these guys out here bowling, and they have no clue what I'm talking about.
But that makes you feel old, Mike.
Yeah, I said gigawatt one time, and a kid looked at me like, what are you talking about?
Oh, man.
I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
really
well,
Back to the Future?
Do you know who
According
can
to that
dance?
movie.
Do you know who can dance a good jig?
Who's
Chris
that?
Hester.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my God.
I know Mike Rose Jr. can as well. There's a YouTube video of him out there dancing.
There is.
With a
It
hat
is-
on. He's got like a Gilligan hat on.
There are different versions. Some of them are X-rated, but don't search those.
Got to take the safe search off of that one.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I've shown it to people at church.
That's not the version I've seen then.
Game number 1 here, about half over. This 2-game cut round.
Is that ahead of that? This is what is actually going on. This is what's coming. It's about a second. Just which one should I be talking? You can watch either. You can watch either. But I don't want to say she's small. It's such a small thing. They're trying to.
Alex Aguiar on, what is he on, 19 and 20. He's got a 3-bagger going over there.
One of these days, we're going to put like 35 people in the booth. Everybody with a headset.
We can get you even more confused.
It's pretty cool, actually. At the IB Open this year, no offense to you guys at all. Okay, I just want to preface that because I love you guys being here.
When anyone starts their conversation like that, that means there will be an offense coming.
Yeah, it's
I'm
coming.
not sure how I feel. We just met today, and you're already telling me you love me. Is that good?
It is good, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we're rolling.
But at one point in time, we had Randy Peterson, Bill O'Neill, Jeff Carter, myself, and Turek in the booth, and everybody had a headset on.
That's a who's who.
It was crowded up
It
there.
was pretty cool. Yeah, it was actually funny to see Randy try to get a word in here and there because usually, everybody just kind of yields to Randy, and everybody was just yapping away. And Randy, he should have. We didn't even have 5 chairs up there.
Yeah.
And like Randy's kind of squatting down on his knees, and it was pretty funny.
He's probably
actually.
like, I showed up for this. I should at least get a chair.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, well, I guess I'm not needed here. He'll be the first to tell you that the world of online broadcasting is so different than ESPN. It really is.
I'm sure he has a lot more freedom when he's doing this. ESPN, it's very regimented. You're only allowed so much freedom to do what you want.
Yeah,
say what you want.
he plays defense on that show, and he
Nice
can play
pitch
offense
by
on
Brittany.
this. Wouldn't it be cool if Brittany made it?
She has
That'd
a
be
great look.
She's now
throwing it
Liz
good.
made it yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so Brittany's the lone female bowling right now, throwing it good. She's at a, 195 pace through 6.
She's got a really nice look. She's staying out of trouble. I saw 2 of her games in the qualifying, and it doesn't look like she's moved much. She's in the same part of the lane, making really good quality shots.
Yeah, she just needs to stay clean.
Now these group of lanes that we're bowling on, we've been bowling on all day. They only dress one time, and starting to break down. If you can figure them out, you can start to open them up. But in that same sentence, the transition can trick you quick. Because Prather, who's up on this right side of your screen, who's great at opening up lanes, but he's working at a 60 pace through 4 frames.
Mike Prather was the one who was lofting the gutter cap last night, wasn't he?
He was fun to watch, except
wasn't that exciting?
Except when he was going against us.
That is correct. That is who that is.
Looks like he's migrating back to that position. Hey Brian, out of the list of people who already made it, who do you think is the favorite out of the first 7 there?
Let's see.
Some heavy hitters.
Those are, we got Liz, Chapman, Timmy Mack, Marshall, Tyler Vostry, Mike Dugan, Ken Abner. Well, Ken's past his prime, so his day's done. Same goes true with Tim. Tim's injured. He's done. Liz, geez, does she ever strike? No, I'm just kidding. I would have to. Are we bowling on fresh?
For the finals, yes.
Yes.
For this top 8?
Yeah.
Well, then
Plus
the 4 that make it.
4 and the senior, so
there's 12 total.
So the next round of the finals competition, the first round for these people will be
right. Yeah, after they determine the 4 from this squad and the senior, they're going to re-oil, and then we'll go from
then
from
then the quick thought would be Liz,
Yeah.
just because she plays the lane so well. When they break down to the point that we are watching currently, she is still incredible, but her advantage is less. Where some of the guys that bang it and can open up their angles through the fronts can actually compete and create a little bit more carry. But so, short story long, Liz would be a safe wager. Here's a better one. Who will come in last? Just kidding. Because I'm sitting in the booth.
yeah, you're gonna have a lot of questions to answer after this appearance.
Yeah.
That's all right. Hello. I'll buy him a drink.
Always smooths things over. A nice beverage.
Do we have any beverage sponsors, Mr. Flanagan?
Not this weekend, but we're always looking for them.
Yes.
5 Hour Energy comes to mind.
Dude, that stuff is fantastic.
Red Bull, Monster, Gatorade.
You know, I know somebody who is involved in a brewery. I'm gonna get in touch with them and see if they're serious. Have you ever heard of Three Floyds Brewing Company?
I have.
That's down in the south suburbs, actually just across the border in Indiana.
Nice pitch by Prather. I'm getting a 3-bagger starting to come back.
See if we can get you a relationship with them, because they're become very popular across the United States.
Oh, they got the score feed down there too?
Yep.
Yeah, from that seat, Brian, it's a little tough to see.
That's okay. I got it.
Yeah, it's almost easier to just look out.
Just a general scan across the boards. Obviously, it's early, but man, cut number looks like it's hedging towards yesterday because they're just going to take half the field, which was 15 under, I guess.
Yesterday? Yeah.
Or I guess this morning and
This
yesterday.
morning. Yesterday. It seems like yesterday.
We have some Alan Felmley fans in the chat on lanes 13 and 14. We have Alan up. He's working on a double. He's got 2:58 left, bowling really well here in this opening game of this 2-game set of the Grand Boot Hill Qualifier number 3. It's the third one.
Alan's throwing it a little bit slower today. He's down to 22.
Boy, lanes 9 and 10, some nice scores down there. 221, 223, 210.
Yep.
Allen continues his 250 pace with the left side strike.
Jeffrey Young on 15 and 16 had a double working and just missed the head pin to the right on a shot that he thought was decent off his hand. Rob Gottschall, if he strikes and fills up his last shot in the 10th frame, can shoot 182.
Prather's a college kid, isn't he?
Yeah, he goes to Wichita, came down with Brent and Jeffrey and Michael Murtha.
Brent was on the microphone earlier, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
How'd that work out?
Pretty good.
Brent and I hung out a lot. My cousin got married in Wichita a couple weeks ago, so we were down there, and Brent and I hung the night together. It's not a very good story, but pretty much ends right there.
A good story about you, Brian, is you teaming up with some phenomenal bowlers to try to get a chance to win a USBC Eagle. It's a work in progress. It'll take a few years for you guys to gel together, but I anticipate you guys having a good opportunity to possibly win an Eagle together at the USBC Open Championships as you teamed up with Mike Rose Jr., Adam Barta, yourself, Scott Pohl, and who's the other guy I'm missing?
Gottschall?
Yeah, Gottschall, that's it.
Yeah, it's a good team. We I don't know. We did okay. We just didn't seem to get it all together. I mean, 3,300, which it seems great, but you just want a bigger one, and we'll just keep working at it, and hopefully Adam won't say or do anything that makes us want to kill him, and I don't know. I think we'll stick together for a little while.
Yeah, I think you guys are definitely a team that a lot of people were like, wow, these guys are bowling together. So you really got to look at it kind of like you got to look at going to the Peterson.
It's such a short, 3 games, get it done.
Yeah.
And
I kind of consider if you go to the Peterson 10 years in a row and you cash for 1,000 at least twice, it was worth going for 10 years. And kind of like going to nationals, if you go out and you have a couple of top 10s over the course of 10 years, it kind of works itself out.
Yeah. We like watching Rob throw strikes.
Yes, we do.
All right.
Rob bowled a 300 at the Bowler's Journal. I bowled the Bowler's Journal 3 times.
What did you shoot?
I couldn't shoot 200.
Hey, Brian, when you go to the USBCs with a team like that, how do you deal with the expectations? And obviously this was your first year, but you guys are 5 great bowlers putting that's a really good team together, so people are expecting you to bowl well. Is that added pressure something you have to deal with from the start? I
don't know. It's not. It's pressure, but it's also. You have to know what makes you bowl better. If I get too hyped up, I bowl worse than I bowl this weekend, which is saying something. So I always have to kind of keep it a little bit low key. Like Adam Barta, God love him, sweetest, crazy dude around. He's just pumped up and talking about all these things that's going to happen, and that's what works for him. So every time he would talk, I would just walk in the other room. But for the most part, I don't know about pressure, because once you throw a couple shots,
you're just trying to knock down the most pins.
You're just trying to not embarrass yourself. All right. Allen is up here on the left side. Got 250 rolling. Just came off of Brooklyn. He might throw at 35 miles an hour. Oh, he threw that one good. He threw that one good. That wasn't even that hard. That was nice and smooth.
Did he grab like a machine gun or something to shoot down the 7?
Man, he threw that one good though.
I think it was the Gatling gun. It's a Turkey Boys reference.
Hey, we are in the Chicago area. Capone and Gatling gun. It's a good reference.
The Gatling gun. Civil War memorabilia. Saul Rosenberg.
Brittany left a difficult spare. It's still on a 2-0 if she misses, 215 if she makes.
When I see Brittany bowl, I think athlete. She just looks like a bowling athlete. She's in shape. She doesn't dilly-dally around. She's got her game face on the whole time. You know, sometimes when you see women bowlers bowl, you know, they like to draw a lot of attention to themselves, dress flashy, spend extra time in the bathroom.
I wouldn't keep that just to women.
Well, that's true.
I know 4 guys on my USBC team that.
That's true, but really impressed with this young lady's game and really impressed with the way she handles herself on and off the lanes this weekend, getting a chance to see her compete. She is an athlete in all senses of the world, or the word athlete for sure.
Do we know, are the players just moving 1 pair to the right?
I think 15 and 16 goes to 11 and 12, so I think it skipped 3. Pretty sure.
Allen finished with 242. Looks like that's the high game.
Prather wanted to be in the middle of the screen, so he decided to step left to the ball return.
Yep. We've seen him do this.
Oh, darn. Oh, he got it out.
Needs to move a little more left.
Still on a 197, which would be pretty good.
Brittany bowled 213, huh?
Made the 310. That spare is impossible.
Nice bowling, Brittany. Yep, we're fans.
Mike believes you are an athlete.
That's right. Girl power. Hey, you know what? I like the movie Rudy. I like Rocky. I root for all the underdogs.
So what 2 pairs are we going to watch this game?
Well, we have the option, Brian, of looking at any 2 we want by using 9 and 10, 13 and 14, or 17 and 18. So it looks like.
Do we have anybody at home that wants us to watch?
9 and 10 is actually underway here. And we still got Prather wrapping up, so we'll go 2 at once. Now you move back right.
Yeah, like
it goes light.
A huge step right.
So for those of you that bowl on house shots, this is a perfect opportunity to talk about this flat oil pattern. Notice when he's standing left, he goes high. When he moves right, he goes light. Granted, his ball speed and trajectory changed a little bit, but usually on a flatter pattern, the farther you move right, the farther away from the head pin you're actually moving. And if you move left, you're actually going to go higher on the head pin, to where if you're bowling on a house shot where there's a lot of oil in the middle of the lane and they're dry outside, the more you move right, the more hook you get.
Stand against the ball return.
Well said.
Close your eyes and throw it right.
Now, and at Woody's tournaments, you get to go into an even more sadistic thought, is because most people put more oil at the foul line than they do at the end of the pattern. Well, Woody's a little crazy, and he knows a good way to make him tough is actually to go a little bit of the other direction.
Almost as if you were to take the lane machine and oil from the pin deck to the arrows.
So you have to come out of the ball clean so it doesn't overhook through the front, but have enough fingers so it recovers.
You've got early hook with hang.
Hence why I'm back here talking rather than bowling.
Brian, if you were to put out a condition that's perfect for you, what does that condition look like?
Oh, man. I was trying to think of something funny to say, but nothing came out. Wood. I have a kind of a hit up in my swing, so a heavy oil with wood, just because I like my ball to land to start to grip. Like in this type of pattern, it's really nice to come smooth into the lane, so it's a nice smooth transition. Just because you want to stay, I don't know if it's not safe, but you want to stay within the 1-3. And if you have too much hit up in the lane's transition, it's fine if everything's clicking. But as soon as the lane's transition, and it will transition, Lord help you.
What kind of ball layouts were you using this week?
Just because the front of the lane did get dry, I used some, they say weaker, but longer pin to positive axis. So 5.5 or more. And then, and it worked good towards later. So like right now, it might look okay if I was throwing it good. But on the fresh, I never really found something great on the fresh.
I've been watching most of the day today. I've noticed there's really nobody using any type of surface.
It's just because exactly, just the front part of the lane just
opens up too quick.
There's not enough oil in the front, so the ball bogs down too quickly and will not recover. Because if you get it through the front part of the lane, and I'm apologizing if I'm talking in too many slang terms, but the ball will just read too quickly. So if you throw it right, it won't recover, and it's going to read so much. If you let up on the speed, it'll overhook.
And if you force it through the fronts, there's nothing left for it to recover on the back, right?
Yes. Yes, and hence my washout to strike ratio was about equal.
Now, when you talk about moving the pin away from your positive axis point or your PAP,
I'm going to bore you people soon.
Which is the same place as if you were to put a piece of bowler's tape on the side of your ball,
okay,
and it were to spin in a circle, going down the lane. That is your positive axis point. So when you talk about moving the pin further away from the positive axis point, educate the people at home. If it's closer to the positive axis point, what does that do for a bowling ball? And as you move it further away, what does that do?
Oh, man, you guys are ready for some excitement. All right, let's talk about pin to positive axis point. No, on symmetrical bowling balls and asymmetrical, there's a little bit of difference, but the general rule is as the pin goes closer to the positive axis point, so if you're right-hander, goes more to the right, the more flare it will be up to a certain point, about 3 inches away.
Flare meaning a different spot that the ball will travel on the lane. The ball will actually begin to wobble and will then go to a different spot on the ball, and you'll see rings of oil on your bowling ball. So that is track flare, correct?
Yes, meaning the oil lines on the ball. And then and what that tends to do is get the ball to roll sooner, get into just a sooner roll. And then as you go the other direction, you end up having a little bit less flare, and the ball goes longer before it starts doing its move.
So it makes there's these weight blocks inside the ball, whether it's symmetrical or asymmetrical, that when they start moving, going down the lane, and they become imbalanced, is when your ball begins to sort of shake. That weight block starts to work, and that's what creates your hook. So if the pin is closer to the positive axis point, the ball is starting to shake out of your hand almost and start to use its energy, which means it gets into a roll.
True, and if you really hit up on it and grab the bejellies out of it,
yeah, the bejesus.
That also, yeah. I didn't know what I could say online.
The bejesus, yeah.
All right.
Our savior.
Oh dear gracious. Well, anyway, if you grab it hard, that also will get the ball to roll soon. But if we're just talking about bowling balls, and if you pure every single one, then a pin that is a little bit closer will start reading in the front part of the lane sooner.
So there's a little education about pin to positive axis point, otherwise known as the PAP, and the best way to figure out your positive axis point, if you don't work at a pro shop, is when you're out practicing.
Go to Waliczek.
Well, you go to Waliczek, they'll find it for you, no doubt about it. But if you want to find it on your own and have some fun while you're practicing, take a piece of bowler's tape, cut it into a square, and put it on your bowling ball off to the right-hand side of your ring finger, 3-4 inches over. Probably start about 4 inches over, and try to fine-tune it and find where it's rolling on that piece of tape. You'll see the piece of tape on the side of your ball, and you'll start to see that piece of tape move around the ball as the weight block works, and it allows you to find out when your bowling ball, when the weight block is beginning to work for you. So it helps you understand your game, and that really works well if you do that on a pattern with a little more oil, especially in the front part of the lane.
Yes. Yeah, you don't want to try to attempt that on some beat-up old wood lanes with 2 leagues bowled on it beforehand.
You just need front oil. You just need head oil. So, I mean, just move deep. Ron Nelson just made that spare. Ron Nelson is on your left side of well, not right now. He's in a blue shirt. Oh, his head is.
Yeah, oh, he's right there.
Yeah. Ron's nickname is Psycho. So basically, you get that nickname for a reason, and let your imagination. Hopefully, he'll show us why his nickname. Just kidding. I hope he throws some strikes. He's a good guy.
I was telling Matt earlier, I've watched Ron bowl for a long time, and I don't think I've ever seen him miss a single pin spare.
Oh, that's the kiss of death right there.
No, I already said it once, and he's been clean, so it's unbelievable how good of a spare shooter he is.
Nah, he's good. His game's as clean as it can be.
Alan Felmley, have a lot of fans in the chat for Alan. Good for him, off to a good start.
Where's Alan from? Do you know?
Yeah, he's from Russell, Pennsylvania.
All right. Look at that. This guy's quick. He's a wealth of knowledge.
Yep, I just like Rain Man. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Walbrook. Rob Gottschall. Spare triple for Gottschall.
We're seeing a lot more strikes this game than even the first game.
The Psycho throwing a strike. Guy seems so subdued.
Oh, beautiful. Hot off the press. Give you a little update on what's going on out on the lanes. Start with the seniors. 2 are going to advance. Right now, Tom Adcock leads at +10. Mark Porter, bowl 207. He's +7. Rick Hara, -33, bowled a 167. And Rick Thomas, 166, bowled. And he is -34. So right now, Adcock and Porter, if they can just stay 30 pins or so ahead of the other 2 guys, they are going to advance to the final to see who is going to make it into our grand finals later tonight. Now, over on the other side, 14 bowlers competing. Alan Felmley leads at +42, bowled 242 the first game. Last place is Ron Nelson Jr. He bowled 155, so that's a difference of 87 pins from first to last. But in second place is Aaron Lawrence. Third is R.J. Pollard. Fourth, Alex Aguiar. Fifth, Jeffrey Young. Sixth, Brittany Hamilton. And seventh is Brent Bowers. Brent bowled 203. Just on the outside of that cut number in seventh place is Chris Prather. He is at -6, just 9 behind Brent. Mike Murtha's -14. Gottschall -18. So this spare triple for Gottschall is huge if he wants to try to three-peat here at the Grand Boot Hill, then followed by Rick Miller, Randy Weiss, Steve Greenspan, and Ron Nelson Jr., as we mentioned. Chris Pickett says, Gottschall is coming. It's like a tornado siren. And Woody just walked over. Here he comes.
It's almost like a cult following that guy.
Yeah, it certainly is. Let's go full screen to Brittany. You know, there's Britney Spears, and then there's Brittany Hamilton.
One of them shaved their head.
What about Brittany Griner? She's dunking.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't either. Sean, Delby, tell me what you're talking about.
You don't know who Brittany Griner is?
No, I don't, really.
She was she's that female basketball player from Baylor.
Oh, yeah.
She's playing in the WNBA now,
She's a dunking
dunking
machine.
all over people.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a big, I got to be honest, I'm a big sports fan. Not much into basketball, except college basketball, just on the men's side. But shame on me for not knowing that.
No, that's all right. The only reason I know is because she was all over TV after she got drafted and dunking all over the place.
I thought you were going to say that she was hitting on you and you guys were going to date.
No, my girlfriend would be upset with that.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think...
Well, I didn't know how many years ago this was.
I don't think Brittany Griner's interested.
Okay. How do you spell her name?
Griner. I've seen her a lot. She made waves for being not outspoken, but making no bones about being
Oh, I think you guys would make a great couple.
I'm not sure there's much interest on her end, if you know where I'm going.
Wow. Well, you know what? I know where you're going, but that doesn't mean anything. You know, I don't let that change my thought process.
All right. I'm back to bowling. Prather's striking. Nice ball, Prather.
Brian said we've had enough.
Brian's usually the guy that takes it off course, and he's the one bringing us back.
All right. Psycho has to have a huge game. It doesn't look like that can happen. He's at 219-ish. If he goes out, 229, but that's still short.
Gotchel opens 8-1.
4-6.
Right through the schnoz.
It's a nice little, you got the scores down below.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, this is, so what do you got, cameras on the scoring unit?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, and then we just picture those puppies.
Well played. All right, cool. Allen should be fine, right? What's he at here? Allen's still at a 2-0 pace with 250, so, I mean, he still looks okay as long as he gets one more spare in the next 3 frames. Brittany's seeing a little up front early hook, and the problem with Brittany's game is if she moves left, she's going to lose her carry, and she can't move right because the fronts are dry. I mean, she's got some tricks because she's won a lot of stuff, but
that's the voice of Brian Waliczek joining us here in the booth about halfway through game number 2 of this 2-game elimination round of the 3rd qualification process here at the Storm Weekend. It's the Grand Boot Hill trying to get into those grand finals tonight. Sean Delby along with myself, Mike Flanagan, here on the broadcast. Matt Turek has been bringing us action as well. He has stepped away for a little bit, get a break. He's resting up and studying for the finals here tonight.
Bring back bad memories for college, studying for finals. I'm glad we're past those days.
used my degree and I got some pro shops.
Used my degree and got some pro shops. I like that.
It's all right.
I like that a lot.
The senior side, Rick Hara has a 279 pace going. He's looking, I think he was minus 33 or something after the first game.
Yeah, where's old Ricky at?
He is on lane 12. He's trying to make a move here.
Don't forget, you can tweet us too. You can get your tweet up on the screen. Hashtag Inside Bowling. I'll bring it into the booth, and we will approve or deny your tweet up on the screen. But we approve 95% of them. Oh, Gotchel just 4-9 on 15. You see it on the right-hand side of your screen.
Aaron Lorenz, which none of you can see. It was pretty.
Mike, there's a question in the chat. Somebody wants to know who was in from the first two squads. Do you have that list handy?
I do.
Read off and give the people what they want, right?
Yep, we have 7. Liz Johnson, A.J. Chapman, Tim Mack, Marshall Kent, Tyler Vostry, Mike Dugan, and Ken Abner. We will have 5 more join them. 4 from the regular division here and 1 from the senior division. Will it be Tom Adcock, Mark Porter, Rick Hara, or Rick Thomas from the senior division? And which 4 are going to make it in from the regular division? We will see. Brian, looks like you found a waitress here.
Oh, Mike Rose, he's a fantastic young man. 56 years old.
Look like
looking as pretty as 52.
Looked like you were handing out your credit card.
I gave him my ID, so hopefully it'll pass and he can get a drink.
Here's Tom Adcock.
Boom.
A lot of boom.
Brittany, yeah, she's seen a lot of up front hook I'm not sure if that's her release or
80
if it's the lane.
84 in the fifth for her. Single pin spare. Keep an eye on Gottschall here on 15 and 16. Gottschall 9 spare triple. 8-1, 8-1 with a couple of splits.
Mm-hmm. Come on, room.
Oh, huh? I know how to say her name now. It's Lawrence. Lawrence of Arabia.
It's Lawrence?
Yeah.
I'm the worst roommate possible.
Aaron Lawrence.
Hey, you said there was a good chance you were wrong.
Oh, and many.
And you were
many
wrong.
You were right.
things.
You were right to be wrong, yeah.
Many things I'm wrong.
Oops, I did it again, right? Brittany up on 14.
Scores seem a little bit lower.
Everybody's kind of on pins and needles right now. I'm going to take you full screen here to lane 17 and 18 because up on lane 16 is Rob Gottschall. He will creep into your screen in just a moment. Up on lane 16, he's got 115 in the 6th. Here's his shot in the 7th.
Couldn't throw it much worse than that. Man, he threw that one good.
Well, I think there was some anger and frustration from that 4-9 last frame.
There's a lot of anger and frustration pent up inside him.
Now, I just want to show you how deep Chris Prather is playing the lanes.
He's on the wrong lane.
He's going to pick this single pin on 13, or on 12, I should say.
Oh, no, he's not.
And did you see the 6 crumble out to the right?
The deck of cards tumbling down.
Boom daddy.
And what's he at? He's just on 1 pin out, right? Or nine
one
pins
spot,
out.
yeah.
Brent Bowers is the number. What's BB got? He's got a nice 195 pace going.
RJ Pollard was in 3rd coming in at plus 21.
Jeffrey Young. All right.
What's old Jeffrey got going on?
Jeffrey had 215 his first game, which could have put him about 15 or 20 pins ahead of the spot that doesn't make it. And he's got a 2-0 pace through 8 frames on a spare in the 8th.
Your boy Lawrence there, 3 in a row now.
That's fine. Okay.
Adam Barta is not still in. Adam is on his way home.
Adam is on his way to a hotel with a pool. I believe. He's driving with his son.
He's got a pool being built in his backyard too. Should be ready to go this weekend, from what I understand. The next weekend coming up, I should say.
I hope he can post pictures of himself
sunbathing, lounging around,
taking belly flops,
sipping Mai Tais.
Oh yeah.
Wearing European swim trunks.
How about he and Pete betting each other out there? Who can make the bigger splash?
I'm just visualizing Pete jumping off of a diving board. I don't know if you guys know Pete at home. Pete is above average in size.
Yeah, he's working on it, though.
No, he is working. I think he's lost quite a few pounds. He's a strong dude.
Rob Gottschall is just
he's
crammed
big.
one into the 1-3 from the left side of the lane and leaves a 4-pin. Would have been a nice double for Rob. Still has 2:15 left if he can clean up the 4-pin and strike out in the 9th and 10th frame.
Bowers, who was the cut number, just missed a spare. It gets him to 154 in the 8th, and he was the number. Prather was just out of it, but just left a solid. I don't know if it was solid.
It was there. It looked like the ball was slowing down at the back end. He's got such a huge angle.
So what we're saying is he threw it awful.
No.
Just teasing. he can't throw it awful. The kid throws
Let's
it
look
great.
at Jeffrey Young here. You'll see him creeping into your screen.
Solid nickel.
The old blower 5.
As Patrick Allen would say, no nickel sauce.
Let's see if Prather can pick the 7-10. That's a perfect field goal for him.
Slide it. What's Alex Aguiar got? He was in the number. He's in front of us. Alex is probably going to need a double. He's at 180 pace with 3 frames left.
He just made a large move left, too. He was playing a lot further right than most people.
And R.J. Pollard is the other guy inside the number right now. Oof. Alex using the Mike Wolf haircut.
Yes, he is. Mike Wolf just recently signed with Storm again.
By the way, it's that time of the hour.
I'm a Mike Wolf stalker. He knows it, too.
Aguiar is on a 1-8. Is he on 1? Yeah, he's on a 126 through 7. So he can shoot 216 because he has a strike in the 8th, but he's on a 186 pace. That was for the person who just asked, how is Aguiar doing?
So after this, we will cut to the top 7.
We've stopped talking about Allen because, for the people that have asked about Allen, because he is in softly. Probably the leader.
He's killing him softly. And what did he bowl that game?
Is he 232? Yeah, he's 232.
Plus 74.
Oh, Jeffrey Young just threw a split in the 10th.
He's going to be in the 180s.
Yep.
That's bad news.
Bow, let's see.
Brittany just made a ball change and struck.
Pollard can shoot 228. Pollard shot 221 the first game, so he looks like he's going to be in. Even with an open, he would be in the 190s.
Oh, Aguiar does not roll the 2-pin, so he's still on a 185 pace. He was in the number by 23 pins, so it'll be a little bit closer now.
Let's get a look at Prather. Wow. He's got 211 left.
Can you get Gottschall here? Gottschall probably needs them all to have a chance.
155 in the 8th with a strike up in the 9th, and that ball just hydroplanes at the end of the pattern. Doesn't look like Rob Gottschall's going to be...
It's going to get him to 370s.
Yeah, unofficially, that's not enough.
Aaron Lorenz is going to get in. Allen's going to get in. RJ's
going to get in.
RJ's going to get in. Big shot here by Bowers here. Right on the number.
Bowers on 19 and 20.
He's on a strike in the 9th. Through a split. It's going to get him to 180s. Number's going down.
So the number's going down, down, baby. Your street and a Range Rover.
What are we looking at? Like 3?
I don't know, there's so many numbers. Let's figure this out here.
We're getting there. So
380.
What's that? Mike Murtha.
Ricky Harris doing his best to make it hard on the other seniors.
Rick
trying
Miller
to shoot
here,
258.
right?
Yep, Rick Miller.
Rick Miller can make a little move here. He shot 178, but he can shoot 232 if he strikes out in the 10th. His first ball, 10 backwards. You guys didn't see it, but it was pretty.
No, they can kind of see here. It's on right cube of the screen on the left lane.
On the left side? Okay,
yeah,
that's Miller.
Off, yeah.
That's going to get him to 220, 230. I think 400 is going to get him in. Nice spare.
Do we know what Jeffrey Young bowled? 188?
Yep.
188 for Young.
That's going to put him at 402. Gacho got 195. That's going to put him at 377. Prather probably needs them all since he's on the outside looking in, or at least the next two.
RJ Pollard's in the 2-0s, so he's going to be in.
4. Darn it. Not help.
Rick Miller over there.
Rick looks like the one guy that's going to jump into the number. So how far lower is it going to get?
What's Brittany got? 193 left?
Yeah.
If she shoots 193, she'll be at +6. Jeffrey Young is at +2.
Bowers shot 182, so that puts Bowers at
182 is 18.
minus 15.
Minus 15, yeah.
And
ahead of Gotchel.
Ahead of Gotchel. Prather cannot get there now, 177. So he is out. Aguiar getting up here.
Aaron bowled 206, right?
Oh, Aguiar left the 258 on a shot that he seemed to like.
Couldn't get the ball a tip at the end of the pattern.
He still had 217, and just with the scores going down, I think a spare will get him to 400. Brittany doing work, putting 10 backwards. Looks like, unless there's a big score.
Brent.
Britt was helping us out, but I hate to say, but I think Rick's going to go in, and that'll move Britt backwards.
Wow, what a shot. She can shoot 193. That's a big double in the 10th frame.
I don't think she needed it, but great shot.
Yeah, she was +13 coming in.
Yep, the first one was basically what she needed. Aguiar got 183, so it gets him right at 400. Rick goes to plus. Brent goes under.
What did Rick get to?
231.
+9.
Yep. We're looking for Mike Murtha.
Yeah, he's in the red shirt down there. I don't know what he bowled. I don't know if that was his 160 or 180 down there.
Just Bowers.
I think Randy Weiss was the 160.
-3.
Murtha's -3. Is that right? -3?
Yeah, so that was his 211.
All right, Murtha's 211, -3.
So that strike by Brittany came in very important.
193.
That +6. And that'll put Murtha in 9th, or in 8th.
What did Prather bowl? 165. So he's done. Randy Weiss didn't bowl anything. Greenspan didn't bowl anything. All right, so it looks like Alan Felmley is going to make it in. Aaron Lawrence is going to make it in at plus 29. Plus 37 is R.J. Pollard. Alex Aguiar is even. Jeffrey Young at plus 2 makes it in. Brittany Hamilton at plus 6. And Rick Miller at plus 9, right?
Yep. Looks like Rick jumped in.
So we got 1.
Looks like even is the
2,
number.
3,
unofficial.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Alex is asking us, and we are very much saying unofficially, but he is the number at even by our
At even, yeah, that looks good.
Quick adding.
Alex Aguiar is going to make it.
Is that 100% official?
Unless Steve Greenspan shot 250.
I don't believe so.
There's a 247 on the board.
That was Rick Hara.
All right.
So in the senior division, not to take anything away from those guys,
Gottschall did not make it, Heather.
Tom Adcock bowled 195, didn't he?
195.
So Adcock goes to plus 5. Mark Porter, do we know what he bowled?
I believe he had 235.
Yeah, I think you're right. So plus 42. Rick Hara, what did he have?
247.
So plus 14. And Rick Thomas.
I believe he had 215.
Wow, the seniors really bowled good.
That's how it always works. I mean,
all right, let's take you out to the lanes because the action has begun here. Now you're on, Brian.
One
Brian
game.
Waliczek back.
Open by Aaron Lorenz. Now this is just one game, cut half the field, right?
Yep.
Are they cutting to 4 or cutting to 3?
4. Cutting to 4. And on 13 and 14 is the senior battle. Winner is in the finals.
All right.
That's Rick Hara versus Mark Porter, I believe.
Okay, so let me give you a split screen. You're looking at lanes 9 and 10, Rick Miller, R.J. Pollard. You're looking at lanes 13 and 14, Rick Hara,
Mark Porter.
And then when we're on the Rick Hara, Mark Porter pair, we can also catch some of Jeffrey Young, Alex Aguiar, and Aaron Lawrence, just like this.
This is Mr. Jeffrey Young. Boom. 10 backwards. He's kind of just jammed that in there, but you know, at this point, one game, just get it done.
Knock him down.
Just get it done.
Great moments are born
RJ's honest.
from great opportunities. That's what we have tonight here, boys.
Is that from Spider-Man?
If we played them 10 times, they might win 9, but not this game, not tonight.
I don't really know many references unless you start doing like Mickey Mouse or.
That's from the movie The Miracle, the Herb Brooks Miracle
yes,
speech.
I've heard that a bunch of times. Miracle, all right.
It's a very good movie. Well done.
And then
Solid 8 by Allen.
There's a young man named Josh Sacco from the Nashville, Tennessee area. A little boy. His dad loves the movie and brought up his little kid watching it. And there's a YouTube video of him that has like 4 million views of his little boy coming out and delivering the speech. And it became so popular that he actually went out for the Boston Red Sox game on opening day 2 years ago at Fenway Park when they played the Yankees and delivered the same speech with a Boston Yankees twist.
Did he
and
kill
that's
it?
available too. He did.
Did he?
Brought the house down.
How old was he?
Like, I don't know, like 6.
People just love little kids and anything they do.
Oh, yeah.
Put it on video and it's going viral.
I haven't seen mine.
You said you had 3 little kids, right, Brian?
3 little monsters.
Start getting that video camera out and
I'm just kidding. They're awesome.
get viral.
Little kid, let me in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. You remember that song? Green Jelly, I think it was.
Yes, that is correct. See? Jeffrey Young didn't like your singing, has stepped back off the approach.
Yeah, she didn't like it at all.
He didn't care for it.
I think it was too high pitched.
You know what? He needs to deal with it. That's life.
If you get it, you better get it.
Oh, Brittany 4-9s.
RJ's going up. He's on an open. Good spot.
RJ comes from a very nice bowling family. His dad and his uncle, very accomplished players.
The Pollards, yeah.
Yeah.
Sean Delby, Brian Waliczek, Mike Flanagan here, bringing you the action. Matt Turek also now joining us remotely.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good, bud.
Did you get an 8-pack of batteries?
I got 4. But he has a big stash in the office, so.
Oh, converged the
Brittany
4-9.
doing work. Rick Miller coming out here. Now, Rick, obviously being left-hander, one of the few lefties in the field. The cool thing about Rick comes out here every year, and so he's basically bowling on the fresh.
All right, at all times.
I mean, as oil stays on the lane, it starts to thicken. So that's his move, or that's how the lanes are changing. And the man just gets it done.
I'm trying to remember. Was there any other lefty in the field today at all? Or yesterday?
There weren't very many of them at all. I don't remember seeing hardly anybody in the first cut. Just
So he's the only one here today that's left-handed, I think.
So we should go the other way. If they were 100% of the lefties are making it, obviously they're walled up.
You know? It's like the PBA about 7 or 8 years ago. It was nothing but lefties making every show.
Nice shot. Mr. Aguiar over here.
I'll try to do a better job of switching the cameras here. Scotty P300 checking in, says Brian Waliczek for president. Boom. Hashtag inside bowling. It's got to be Scotty Pole, right?
I don't know who it is, but I like him.
Yeah.
Should we get your opinion on education?
Education?
Yeah.
That's one of the first questions they ask when you run for president.
Yeah. You can't just run for president. You got to have some ideas.
My wife's a teacher right now, man. Yeah.
No child left behind.
Oh, my girlfriend is a teacher also, and do not bring that up to her.
I know. I heard about it.
Big Rick, Greek Church, rough start to one-game match. He's going to have 51 in the fourth. Seems like a score that I remember a couple times over, but.
Tell you what, I've been impressed with Porter. He rattled off the front 7 earlier.
Aaron Lorenz piping it. Boom! Sorry about that.
Got another tweet coming in. Hashtag inside bowling. Let's go, Aaron Lawrence.
Boom.
Shout out to Waliczek in the booth. Hashtag Michigan.
Yes. Shout out.
We need some shout out music.
Shout out to you. All right. Who's up? Who are we watching now?
Porter.
Porter's just nice and clean. Just staying behind it, except for that one. That one, his elbow looked like he was trying to knock over the person next to him. And it's a double.
Got to take advantage of those breaks.
Absolutely. That's the big thing. Can you parlay it into something big?
Boy, Alan has quite a look.
Yeah, he does. He's feeling it now. He's got everybody in the chat all pumped up. He's got more fans than anybody here.
Alan's obviously dialed it down to about 20 miles an hour. He's softened up his speed, and it seemed to be matching up pretty good.
It'll be interesting to see his look on the fresh.
Oh, he pipes it up, up 10 with the best of them. I don't think the radar gun goes that high.
Did you know that Hera has won more money in the Boot Hill tournaments than anybody else in the history of the Boot Hill?
He's got the prettiest mustache.
That's the ball track of Brittany Hamilton. Rob Gottschall tells us that that is the FT that we established at the IB Open. Hey, Matt, could you go over and get a quick interview with Rob?
Yeah.
He's not going to three-peat. You know, send him a question. He's not going to three-peat, so, you know, see what he thinks about that.
How do you feel about your day being
I'm sending him down for his very first interview. And he's going to ask Rob Gottschall what it's like not to three-peat.
Down here with Rob Gottschall.
You've been prepped.
They wanna know what it feels like to not three-peat at this tournament.
It's got to be a Flanagan question. He's been all over me all weekend.
It is a Flanagan question. But
now, you're
yeah.
the reporter. You're supposed to deliver this as it's yours.
Yeah. Yeah, you did win the last 2 tournaments, so that's a great accomplishment. You did attempt to make the cut here in 3 qualifying rounds. You bowled great all weekend. How do you feel?
Yeah, you know, I made good shots today. I put myself in position to get there. The first set this morning left a solid 9, and 2 people threw 2 great doubles to get around me, and I re-entered, made the cut, and you know, I bowled 2 pretty solid games, just didn't score.
Yeah, that's right. That 9-pin this morning was a rough pitch. It was a good ball, but just an unlucky break there.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, you got to take the good with the bad because you trip plenty of 4s, you messenger out plenty of 10s, so, you know, sometimes they don't fall.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
Hey, Matt, ask Rob if he thinks the white classes might have given him the extra 11 pins to vault himself around Abner earlier.
Rob, do you think your white glasses gave you the lift to bounce yourself over Abner?
If you would have worn them.
No, they obviously didn't work. I didn't get enough. You know, I was clean, no double. Well, actually, I wasn't clean. I had a split. I threw no doubles, so they didn't work.
No. The other white ones you have, the all white ones. You chose not to wear them.
No, I just wasn't feeling them today. Mike's been calling me out all weekend, and it just hasn't worked out for me. You know, every time he makes a comment, something bad happens.
Yeah, we call that the stream killer around here.
Yeah, well, it was the Marshall Kent jinx yesterday. All right.
All right, Rob, thank you.
5 frames left of the young guys. Very few decent scores.
That was a rough 9-pin there.
Any double is huge. And Brittany has a 3-bagger and a double. Brittany looking good right now.
Mark Porter capitalizing on that Brooklyn 2 frames ago. Comes back right with a double. He's got a 4-bagger.
Guess I could go to 2 pairs that are actually on.
Who ended up being the high qualifier after that cut?
Alan Felmley.
It had to be Alan.
Alan Felmley.
Okay.
From Russell, Pennsylvania. So remember, there are 7 players here, and these 7 players are trying to get 4 spots. What do we got, Brian?
Nope, Alan and RJ are having the most difficult time of anyone right now. Those guys are both at a little bit lower paces.
Should get Brittany here on your left side of the screen.
I'm not sure what she did ball change wise. It's a different one, but that and great execution are working for her.
Aguiar through the face, 6-7 over to Pollard.
In that second qualifying game, right after you were talking about Brittany, how the fronts were changing for her, she made a ball change, and whatever, she's throwing the same ball now, but she finished really strong that second game and bowling pretty well this one, so it's working.
You're going to see over on 16, you're going to see the ball path of Jeffrey Young on a spare, 109 in the 5th, spare in the 6th.
Ooh, got that one in a little bit. Oh, it rolled the 4. Get that elbow in just enough. It'll push it back.
Brittany spares it up, back over to RJ. RJ with 95 in the 6th and now an open in the 7th. That's disaster for him.
He's a very emotional bowler.
I don't know what that means, but does that mean he hits things?
He hasn't hit anything, but you watch his mannerisms. It's a good show. You could put a camera on him.
He's
and,
animated.
Animated, yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. I hope he hits something.
You break it, you buy it.
Well, I don't want him to buy too much. All right, anyway.
I was wondering why the towel dryer in the bathroom was missing.
Oh, that was me. I apologize.
There's Brittany.
I'm sure we all have stories of something from our competitive bowling days where something got broken or
Oh, yeah.
kicked or
Bent.
Yes.
Or stolen and then broken.
You stole?
Thief.
Take it home and then break it. Well, we don't promote that at all here.
We drive it like we stole it.
Oh, you almost parlayed it into a 5-bagger, another double. Another Brooklyn, I mean.
So who's going to scoreboard watch here?
I'm trying to. It's keeping up. I mean,
They're
Alan,
giving us red scoreboards here. Aren't easy to.
Big red. Alan and Brittany are both have 200-plus games, as does Jeffrey Young, but those three are the only ones above. The other 4 are below 200 pace. Alan's still leading everybody.
Yeah, you're going to see him come into your screen. He's on lane number 12 at the moment.
God, that is hilarious watching him throw it. Only 19 miles an hour.
I don't think I've ever thrown at 19 miles an hour.
And he is slowing it down for his game, and it is working.
Man, RJ is just pretty much clueless right now. Jeffrey Young with a crossover.
Jeff rolls a 4, gets a brook, and puts himself in a fantastic position.
Runner-up last year.
Aguiar's throwing a split in the 8th. It's going to get him to 130-ish in the 8th.
Oof.
Felmley goes through the face for 6. The senior match here. It's like a one-on-one match to see who's going to make it in.
If Hara can throw a double, he'll be down 30.
Oof. All right, Aguiar's got 133 after 8. 2 frames remaining.
This is a big shot for Aaron Lawrence, too, over on lane 16.
It's a big shot for my hotel room. RJ Pollard up here on the left. Got it in quite a bit. 6'10". Aaron Lorenz got his strike. Boom. Brittany's up. A couple lanes over on your screen. That's her shot through the nose.
10 pin.
10 pin. She's on a 2-0 pace, and initial thought is 2-0 will probably make it. 2-0 if she opens.
Jeffrey Young just left the 3-6.
That's not the spirit I'd want to. If that was me, I can guarantee this be a chop right here.
Jeff is gonna like get into this finals with not bowling. I don't know how well he's executing, but his reaction is not so great.
I think he bowled better the last set and didn't make it in.
I mean, he's got a brook, a trip 4 that read at 12 feet. But he's screening some jambalaya stuff that no one understands.
I could go for some jambalaya.
Yeah, Mike Murtha says you're back in the lineup. Jambalaya.
Get a little Cajun food up here.
Jambalaya Settimano. Hey, jambalaya. No, it doesn't go quite like that. That's Gloria Stefan.
All right, Aguiar.
The
he's
Miami
gonna need some
Sound Machine?
strikes. He's got 133. Oh, God. I love how his hand is right behind it. all
yeah.
the way through that thing.
Rick Miller guarantee he picks it. Well, that guarantee has been broken. I thought he was nails on that.
He's got 175 if he punches out. Pollard's at what's he at? 172. Looks like those two will, let's see, we got two.
Brittany is in.
She's out, yeah, she's over 200.
Brittany's in. Anything over 190 is in. So that means Jeff is in. Aaron Lawrence just threw a strike, which is huge. Huge.
Rick Miller just threw a strike.
Which gets him to 175. Anything over, I think, there's Allen and Aguiar have a slight chance against each other. Aguiar needs them all. Never mind. 50, 170,
Question in
180.
the chat, when is the next Boot Hill? They're thinking about Father's Day weekend next year. It's still up in the air. They're moving off of this weekend. If there's a weekend that works for you, please let Woody know. Give him a call.
Anything over 180 makes it. So that means Allen is in, Brittany is in, Jeffrey Young is in, and Aaron Lorenz, 150. And Aaron Lorenz is in. 150, 170, 180. Yep. Unless Aaron goes gutter and -4.
So who's in for sure? Allen?
Yes.
Brittany.
Allen is in. Brittany is in. Jeffrey Young is in. And Aaron Lorenz. They're taking 4, right? Yeah. And then Aaron Lorenz, unless he gets -3 pins on this shot.
Unless he gets a negative.
Yes, it has to be awful. He needs over 164, 172 total. So 140, 160, 170. Yeah. He actually needs a decent count because 172 is the number that Aaron Lorenz has to beat.
Then here in the senior division now,
165.
Mike Porter makes it in. Mark Porter.
Aaron Lorenz, this one's for the Hilton Hotel room. Come on, baby. Go to your home. Go to your home. That's 8.
Did you get a free buffet out of that?
I'm just kidding. He's not paying for nothing.
So Mark Porter is going to advance in the senior division with a 211 score. Ricky Hara doubles in or gets the first shot in the 10th, but best he can shoot is 191. So your final 12 here at the 2013 Grand Boot Hill after
Now
all
it gets
qualifiers.
exciting.
Liz Johnson, AJ Chapman, Tim Mack after the first qualifying round. The second one we had this morning, Marshall Kent, Tyler Vostry, Mike Dugan, and Ken Abner all make it in. And now in this one that you've been watching for the last couple of hours, Alan Felmley, Brittany Hamilton, Jeffrey Young, Aaron Lawrence makes it in. And rounding out the top 12 is our senior winner, Mark Porter.
Do you know what would be a great place for InsideBowling.com?
I think I know what you're going to
What tournament should they be at? What other amateur tournament?
Yeah, we've talked to those guys. We believe in what they do, and we like what they're doing and how
We
they
were
do it.
talking about the Bud Light Challenge up in Buffalo, New York. They're texting me about plugging them.
Well, Brian, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to just plug it without telling people.
I don't know the
well,
rule-
that you're supposed to.
I don't know the rules of this game.
He's new.
All right.
Yeah, hey, the Bud Light Challenge, those guys, they do it the right way. They get a ton of entries. They give a lot of bowlers back, a lot of money back to the bowlers. And it's a tremendous event up in the Northeast.
What's a plug worth? What should it be worth? It should be worth something, right?
We've been around 2.5
T-shirt.
years.
Oh, T-shirt.
2,000 people watched yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
How about a
Bud Light sampler pack?
Ooh,
That's
now
a
we're
good
home.
idea.
Maybe
Anyway,
a cooler?
Great tournament up in Buffalo, New York. First week in November normally. Check it out. But if you are not, I don't even know, they take everybody to bowl. Yep, go bowl it. Bud Light Challenge, Buffalo, New York.
The BL Challenge.
The BL
It's like
Challenge.
it's the BLT, but they call it the BLC there.
Will Mike Newman be there?
I don't know if he bowls. He hasn't bowled in a couple years.
I haven't seen him in quite a few years.
Yes.
When the Hoinky was still going.
Chris Hester in the chat wants to know, when is the Icy Open? You know, the white bear with the icy. It's like a carnival cup that they serve. They used
Like
to
a
serve
slushy.
It's like a slushy,
yeah,
right?
Kmart, Target. They used to have it, you know, in a little snack
Yeah.
area when you walk in. Drive your mom crazy. Mom, can I get an icy?
And ride the rocket for a quarter.
Yeah, that's what Chris Hester does.
I don't even know. I mean, that's not even very good. Chris, come on.
He
Come on with
walks.
something better than
He
that.
walks in and says, Mike Wolf, can I get an icy? Antonio Medina, would you mind buying me an icy, please? Brett Shepard, please. That's what happens.
Oh boy.
When those guys walk into Walmart. Hey, continuing coverage, 2013 Grand Boot Hill. It's the third qualifier now in the books. Brian Waliczek to my left. He was a collegiate legend. Now he's just a house hack trying to hack it in the real world. No, just kidding. That's from the movie Cocktail.
Those
by the
were
way.
good times.
Trying to hack it in the real world. My last name is Flanagan. Brian Flanagan is the lead character in that movie.
It is.
Doug Coughlin. Drink or be gone, young Flanagan. But also Sean Delby here as well, as these guys put up with my movie references.
I like them. Movies, music, it's good stuff.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I really wanted to be an actor, and I landed here.
It's pretty much the same thing.
I'm not as good looking as this guy.
I know a person.
Then you
if
were
you
far
want to
from
pursue
the
that,
bar.
you're going to be closer to LA too. So I mean, Utah, LA, a lot closer.
Oh, I know.
than
I'm
St.
just a
Louis.
hop, skip, and a jump. Bill Spigner is in the building. The man, the myth, the legend.
Don't
he's
forget
wearing,
Barb.
He's wearing. Oh well, she's my Facebook friend.
I've got a good Bill story from last night.
Oh, good.
All right,
I like it.
So my team is bowling. Me, Cameron. What's Cameron's last name?
Foster.
Cameron Foster. Great young
And
bowler.
he was on your team, right?
Me. Don't get into specifics.
I'm just
I don't even know
double-checking.
my own roommate's last name.
He's from Utah also.
Let's not judge. All right, so it's me, Cameron Foster, Aaron Lorenz. We're bowling our three-man trios, and Bill comes up and he's like, "Can I videotape?" I'm like, "Yeah, come on, I'll move out of the way." So,
Yeah, he had his iPad
So
out.
Bill brings up his iPad, and he's videotaping Cameron.
Yeah.
Because Cameron, I don't know if you guys know Cam, but he's very clean game, great down
Yeah.
at the bottom. All his swing mechanics look really good. So anyway, videotapes him. Next up is Aaron Lorenz. I asked, and Bill's like, "Let me get him as well." I'm like, "Yeah." So I stay out of the way, and he tapes Aaron. So perfect.
There's a picture of Bill with the iPad videotaping people last night, right there. I took a picture of it. Yeah. Okay.
So he videotapes those two. So I get up to the foul line and I'm like, I throw my shot and I look back.
No.
Bill's nowhere to be seen. I'm like, I mean, I know I got holes, but just be nice and stay nearby.
Yeah, Bill was telling me last night, Brian, you need to keep your ball at the bottom of the swing closer to your ankle. It's getting a little bit away from your ankle.
Mm-hmm. I know. It's coming out to the right too much. I know.
Oh, listen to this. We're getting a Bill Spigner coaching lesson for
I was
Waliczek on the air.
privileged. I was privileged.
I agree with
to get free lessons from Bill in college.
Oh, don't say
It was
free.
amazing.
Don't say free.
Hey,
They didn't work.
No, it did work. You should have seen me when I first started.
They didn't work because they were free.
So anyway,
Brian, can you handle all this abuse?
please, I deal with it every time I bowl.
Every
time I leave another 6 count.
I think the guy over your shoulder you can barely see in the screen, Matt Turek. If we were ripping on him this much, he'd have his tail between his legs
I
and
would be gone.
walking out the door.
I'd have been back in St. Louis. I'd have walked.
That Flanagan, he's mean.
Oh no, he did.
Oh, look at this. Bill's bringing. He's got his stylus even.
I'll tell you, the things are wrong. The swing's gonna go too far to the right at the top.
Man, we need to get this on camera. Can you switch the camera around? Matt, this is unbelievable. Bill
All right, what do we
Spigner
got?
giving a lesson here live on Inside Bowling TV. Just, tilt that over there. Get Sean and I off of this. Look at this.
All right.
Look, he's got
I
the
heard it.
stylus.
He's talking about the spine. Oh, he's giving it all to him.
Look at this.
But I got to tuck it in more though through the swing.
Brian Spine
You
is
say the
2.
butt needs to be lower then?
I just got Brian a free lesson.
It's like a $200 lesson he's getting right now.
He is. He owes me like a beer or something.
I need to be taller.
He's got the iPad 8 that's not even out yet, where
Yeah.
you can go screenshot by screenshot.
Yeah, and he can draw lines and figure
Oh,
angles
oh,
out,
yeah.
everything on that thing.
That's an iPad that's not even out yet. he and Steve Jobs were friends, and he leaked him this iPad.
I think what Bill was just saying was continue drilling bowling balls.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to send in.
And good luck with that.
You know what I might do as a trial? I might send in a video of me bowling. I'll let Hank take a look at it at Storm. I'll let Mark Baker take a look at it. I'll let Jeff Carter take a look at it. And Bill Spigner take a look at it.
And see
see
if
what
you get
they
the same
all
information.
send me. And in anything that they all say the same, I'll start with that.
I still have my notes from my lessons with Bill Spigner written on a piece of paper in my bowling bag.
That's awesome. The problem is if he starts talking about spine tilts, then I'm going to have to go to Wikipedia. And I try not to go to Wikipedia that often.
Why not?
Because once you get to Wikipedia, you never come back.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, anybody can put anything on there.
Yeah, you know.
That's
and a lot of people take Wikipedia as like a good reference, but
No,
in
it's
reality,
terrible.
it's
Bad news.
It's not. You know, you can put whatever you want up there.
Yeah, you have a better chance of being up late at night and ordering your newest set of Encyclopedia Britannicas.
Yeah, and getting them.
Yeah.
You know.
Time Life Classics presents the hits of the 80s. Love songs make you cry. And then the REO Speedwagon. I should have known by the tone of my voice, or however it is, whatever it is. The look in your eyes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the look in
There
your
was
eyes.
something missing.
Boom,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah. Whew. Time Life Classics. Send us $60 and then $20 a month, and we're going to send you another one.
Yeah, and keep sending them to you, and then
Yeah.
billing
It's like
you.
those Columbia House DVDs when you went to
Columbia
college.
House.
BMG.
Yeah.
BMG, yeah. They know
Yeah.
you go to college, so bam, they're in your mail every other
13
week.
CDs
Yeah.
for a penny.
Yeah.
Just buy one a month at the regular price.
Yeah, and we're going to send it to you regardless.
Yep.
Yeah, Waliczek was actually telling me earlier. We were talking about BMG, and Waliczek told me that he ordered Cyndi Lauper. He ordered every Janet Jackson hit, and
Turn on that
Kiss
one.
Unplugged,
oh yeah,
Kiss Unplugged.
which is actually a great album, by the way.
I guarantee
No
you,
joke.
everybody in this booth owned Nirvana Unplugged.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That was a good CD.
Well, no, I didn't own it. I burned it illegally from Napster freshman year.
Well, see, that's a little ahead of my
Napster.
time.
Napster was awesome.
Napster wasn't out. I had to do the CD clubs.
Oh.
Waliczek is in hour 2 of his lesson. Good thing we have an ATM machine here and a credit card processor.
Yeah, you know, it's a long walk to get to it, too. You know, you're going to need a thing of water for your trip down to the ATM.
People want the IB jersey. Yeah, well, we're getting ready to come up with some new IB jerseys, actually, and stay tuned to that because I've got some exciting new news on that one.
Yeah.
Poor Brian's got like 80 hours of work to do now.
Yeah, pretty much it's over. There was a good run.
Yeah, you had a great career, Brian.
No, I talk to Low Shedder all the time, and he's like, mostly it's about non-important things, and because Chris just won his first PBA national title recently, and
yeah, we just spoiled it right there. Yep. Great.
Spoiler alert!
Yep.
Spoiler
There you
alert!
go.
he was in the he might have did okay.
Yeah,
in
he
the
finished.
finals.
Yeah, he was the top seed.
But he always says one of the best coaches ever was Mr. Bill over here. So
Yeah.
So anyway, I feel like I should listen to him as he tells me how bad I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Good Lord. Brittany comes over and hands me a Bud Light challenge. You know
Yeah,
what?
hey, we promote
You know
everybody.
what, Werner, do your own marketing.
Yeah, here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. Kelvin Parker and David Werner present, and I talked to these guys on the phone, so this is not like untapped territory here. And Some Other Ball Company presents the Bud Light Challenge.
Some other ball.
$5,000 guaranteed. Entry fee is $210. Tell you what, this plug right here is for you guys. You can find out more information about this tournament that's going to take place on November 2nd, 2013 at 9 a.m. More information about this one, I believe, is at BudLightChallenge.com, but BudLightChallenge.com. I mean, how hard is that? Right there. There it is. Check them out. And now, Kelvin Parker and David Werner,
I mean,
you,
Parker,
whatever.
Jesus, your girls in the finals. Stop throwing us stuff.
Yeah.
Do your own marketing.
Well, here's what has to happen now. I need at least 20 people to bowl the 2014 Storm IB Open from the state of New York. That is where this is, right? Yep.
Buffalo.
If not, you are going to get submitted an invoice for $2,673.
It's the same number you used earlier.
In which I'm going to give you 73, and I'm going to give you 600.
I'll take 73 bucks.
I'm going to take 1,900, and I'm going to give Brian and Matt, my two closest pals, $50 each.
Gee, thanks.
Sounds fantastic.
How about that?
Maybe some White Castles too.
Well, I could go for White Castles, but Matt said no, we can't do White Castle.
You don't want to sleep in a hotel room after I've eaten White Castle.
I can't believe that we're still just sitting here on the air answering. How are you guys enjoying it? Scotty Pohl, hey, Wally, miss you lots.
Oh, man, Scotty, take care of that beautiful ankle. I don't know how you heard it, but I'm sure it was for good reasons.
Check this out here. Sharwan Curry, Louisville, Kentucky. Hashtag Inside Bowling. There you have it.
Straight to the point.
It is.
What's the format now? How many are we down to?
12.
12 humans.
12 humans.
You know what? They're
Two
oiling
games?
lanes, guys.
2 games or 1 game?
Good
I don't have
question.
all that worked out.
I mean, don't expect any information from me.
You know what? I think this is a great opportunity for us to step away for a moment. We'll hang out.
Learn the format.
Learn the format. Lanes are being oiled right now.
Place wagers.
I can show you right now that the lanes are being oiled. And, yeah, that's what we need to do. So let's step away from our broadcast. We'll come back with the finals. I'll update our on-screen graphic. Give you an opportunity to head over to stormbowling.com and take a look at our products.
And P.S. Scotty Pohl, don't help your daughter anymore. You see what happens.
Update our graphic. We'll leave the ambient mic on. And we thank all of you for being here. We'll be back with Bill Spigner will be in the finals. If you guys want to sit in the finals, that's great. The more the merrier. And we will continue to bring you this action here from the Grand Boot Hill.